pose for everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome to Tempting Fate. And yeah, it is. I cannot believe already the Tempting Fate season finale.
Thank you for the raid, Eric. You
Yeah.
freaking nerd.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Eric. And thank you for the raid, Amy.
Thanks for the hugging kind.
Yes.
Amy
Hello.
was nicer.
And thank you, Strangely Raider, and thank you, Spark Cities. All right, so I got a zillion announcements. Let me zip through everything. So we are playing part 3 of our Hero Pups trilogy tonight, which you all demanded, and back in I think it was the Game of Thrones game, and I could not believe we got this, but yeah. So because we were doing this, I know about this cool comic book series called Beasts of Burden, which is sort of like a neighborhood watch of puppies or dogs that have like sort of like X-Files adventures, like
Sounds
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
Why are we not playing this?
Yeah, well,
Oh God, did you hear that? It just put itself in my pull list. It's the weirdest freaking thing.
and it's like, thank you, Warrior Bix, and thank you, Key Squared. And so I reached out to our friends at Dark Horse and asked them, if we can give away a couple of Beasts of Burden, and they were like, sure. And then they were like, there's other dog stuff though. So they threw a whole bunch of stuff at us, and I'm
They
going
let
to.
all the dogs out.
Oh.
I thought it would have been them.
Calmly.
I was so waiting for it to come from you.
I'm so proud.
Rave puns. Yeah, so,
Yes.
thank you, Strangely Raider.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're giving away 5 prizes tonight. Okay, so just to explain what's going on here, Tempting Fate, as always, is an indie operation run out of Saving Throw, and we depend on your generosity. But tonight, we are working in partnership with our friends at Dark Horse, and who have once again given us some amazing books to give away. Oh, Be Right UK, thank you. They've given us some amazing books for this giveaway. Along with Beasts of Burden, hang on a second, where is my other... Sorry, okay. So many notes. So we have, we're giving away like a whole slew of stuff, which, I'm just going to take us through. There is grand prize, which is copies of Beasts of Burden, Volume 1 and 2, and basically what is Volume 3, called Eldridge Men. That's by Evan Dorkin and Jill Thompson, and, it is, that X-Files dog show that I was describing. Dog show.
X-Files dog show. X-Files dog show, also very good, just in its own right as a bit.
Oh my
Dog
gosh.
I just... Continue.
And then with that one, there's another one, Modern Fantasy. It's trade paperback by Rafa Roberts and Kristen Goodsnick, which is like this cool thing where it's like a young ranger woman who comes to the city with dreams of adventure and has kind of a modern day quest to save the world while also working a day job and paying student loans and kind of like D&D reality thing, and that's pretty cool. And then that
Kind of reminds me of Persona 5 a little.
Yeah, it also kind of struck me as like a little bit like Disenchanted or something from like Netflix. It's like but like cool and like lighthearted D&D stuff. And that trade paperbacks in the grand prize, and then also in the grand prize. There is on a competing network called Critical Role, a show called what is it? Critical Role, and
What is it?
you probably have not heard it. Warrior of Books, thank you.
It sounds like a culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not certain.
Yeah,
I'm sure none of my friends know about it or are on it.
No, I don't. Yeah, and apparently
They need our promoting, don't they?
Yes, they need our promoting.
No. Here's the thing. I remember now why I've heard of it.
Why?
Because the comic book adaptation is written by Jodie Hauser, who's been on Tempting Fate.
Oh, that's what
the connection is.
Spoilers.
Now I know.
Thank you, Channel Love. Yeah, so apparently they have a Critical Role comic book, Vox Machina, and Volume 1 of it has a trade paperback that is written by apparently a couple of noob comic book writers. These guys, Matthew Mercer and Matthew Colville. I don't know where they find these people.
I don't know.
But yeah,
The
they're-
internet.
That
the names
store,
mean nothing
I guess.
to me.
No,
Yeah,
obviously I
no
can't.
clue.
Yeah, they got Mercer and Colville to write that first one. Oh, Enthusi Army, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. So yeah, Mercer and Colville wrote this first volume, and it's illustrated by Olivia Sampson, and that trade paperback is part of the grand prize. So that's like Beasts of Burden, the Modern Fantasy, and the Critical Role trade paperback. Then the second prize has like almost as much good stuff in it, honestly. It's like volume 1, the same volume 1 of the Beasts of Burden thing. And then Presence of Others 1 and 2, which is another series written by the Beast and Burden team. And then Critical Role Vox Machina Volume 2 issues 1 and 2 written by
Comics Phenom Jody Hauser.
Comics Phenom
And Tempting Fate Star.
and Tempting Fate star
Mm-hmm.
Jody Hauser. And yeah, so that's part of the second prize. And then we get 3 third prizes just to like spread the wealth around. That's the Beast of Burden digital comics bundle, which I think is like I think includes everything to date. I'm not sure about that, but plus Battle Pug Volume 4.
Wait, what was
Battle
Sorry, what?
Pugs?
Battle Pug.
Pugs.
Thank you.
Was that the sound of my
Nice
pulse?
guy, thank you. Yeah, Battle Pugs, they are, imagine like Conan the Barbarian ran around having his adventures on a giant pug, but like it's got this like framing device that lets it like sort of alternate back and forth between being like, like gritty and dark or like silly and light, with the same story. So it's pretty cool. Like a lot of people know Battle Pug. So it's like, yeah, one of the third prizes is the Beast of Burden comic bundle and Battle Pug Volume 4. Then another one is the Beast of Burden comic bundle, digital comic bundle and Battle Pug Volume 5. And then the third one is the Beast of Burden digital comic bundle and Dragon Age Deception hardcover. That is, I don't have to tell you what Dragon Age is.
Thanks for making my Christmas list for me.
Yeah.
I got so many gift ideas right now.
I know. I'm taking notes.
So I hate this, but like, which tier do we get to like fight alongside Battle Pugs, or is that Dome Time?
Battle
Battle
Pugs.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that would be up to
assembly
Dom.
not
That-
required.
Tell
Do
you.
this.
My
Battle
favorite
Pugs would be up
dogs,
to Dom. Yeah, they're
pugs,
big
corgis, and
giant. It's a big
dachshunds.
giant pug with like a saddle, that you
Swole
ride.
Pug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in the same thing.
Classic Swole Pug.
So yeah, I'm not great at reading this stuff. You can go into the chat and hit exclamation point giveaway, which will bring up a list of all those prizes. I think.
Oh no.
Or is that working? The exclamation point giveaway down?
Exclamation point raffle.
Oh, exclamation point
What?
raffle. Wait, is that to get it?
Exclamation point giveaway will tell
Or is
you
it
what
like
the giveaway is about. And also tell you how to enter.
I think
Right.
that'd be raffle.
Well, raffle to enter.
Oh no,
right?
if it's exclamation
Okay,
point
yeah.
raffle.
Okay, so yes, that's what you're probably wondering. How do I enter to win all the Beast and Burden and the Battle Pug and Modern Fantasy and the Dragon Age and the Critical Role stuff? So there's only 2 things you gotta do. You gotta do exclamation point raffle in the chat. That kind of buys you your ticket. And then you have to be here when we draw the winner at the end. Last time, very sadly, someone won the big prize, but then was not here anymore. We had to pass it along to the second person. So yeah. Also, just so you're clear, it's like there's no cost to enter this. All you have to do is exclamation point raffle. If you happen to be a subscriber of Saving Throw, you get a bonus 4 tickets in the raffle, but it's still just anybody can get in. Thank you, Dark Nate.
He's been doing series most of the season.
I did not spot
And now
like,
he
the
has
prime
not,
numbers
so-
last time we started over.
I don't
I mean,
know.
these are only primes. There was one that was the series of primes.
Dark
Thank
Thank you.
you.
So yeah, sorry, sorry, Sam. Exclamation point raffle gets you your ticket. And if you want to see the list of prizes again, exclamation point giveaway, and I'll remind you of all that stuff later in the show too. So yeah, big thanks to Dark Horse for just for getting us the prizes and making this possible. So yeah, what else do we got? Throw special thanks out to John Harper, the guy who designed Lasers and Feelings, which is the game that we play here. You can find him on
Mystery.
Mystery.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Whoa.
I wonder who it
How
is.
did they get? I mean, there's no numbers in it or anything. It's just a mystery.
It's mysterious.
Oh,
thank
new
you.
moonlight.
Hi, Moonlight.
Hi.
So yeah, you can find him on Twitter at John_Harper. Check out his stuff; he's great. And check out our official Carrier Penguin at Septic Fate RPG. It is actually Carrier Puppers, the 3 principal heroes of our series, by our friend Meaning of Night, who also did, by the way, our official Carrier Penguin T-shirt,
Oh, hey.
which you can get. But so yeah, as always, you can send Carrier Penguins. The Carrier Penguins are a group of messengers who deliver messages to and from the cast and things like that, and can show up anywhere, anytime, regardless of time, space, or narrative continuity. And of course, we have tiers as always. Now, I owe you some stuff. I owe you Snoopy's doghouse. Snoopy has to give his doghouse to our heroes to use, his flying World War I ace doghouse. And Darling the dog had a terrible vision of the future last week, which has to come true.
Skittles and Universal Ash.
Yeah, it was a doozy.
Well, the Skittles turned into.
Yeah,
You'll
because
see.
we already used Dogzilla. That was a great sequence.
Yes, you used Dogzilla. Darling had a vision that the Skittles would turn to stars, which turns to ash and all this crazy stuff. So we got to get that in.
You know, the things you say
Smoke
when you
beer,
panic
thank
and
you.
it's
Nice
the end of the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Palindrome.
Could have been
I've
something
been there.
simple. No, the end of the universe.
So here's what we got for new stuff. I guess a bunch of which is already unlocked, but I'll take you through anyway. At $25, just stick out your thumb. Manfred Grown Up here from our Roger Rabbit game gets a one-time chance to summon Benny the Cab.
Yes. Yeah.
And at $50 to Infinity and Beyond, Darling the Dog gets a one-time favor from the Buzz Lightyears of Star Command.
Yes. All of them.
Well, there's a whole army of action figures.
There very much are.
Yeah. And you can summon an army of action
You can just buzz them in.
Ooh. Did you see the shirt?
Oh no. Oh. You have been warned.
So yeah, and if we get to $100, Bad Dog, one of the hero pups turns evil for 10 minutes. 10 short but crucial minutes.
Do we
where
know
somebody-
which one?
No. I usually do it by the secret lot, but tonight we're just gonna roll a die, and so everybody
Love
will
it.
know who the evil one is.
I remember how
I think it'll be
terrified
pretty
I
easy.
was when I was playing Darling and that kept going around. I was like, oh god, should we do Bad Dog? I had a whole theory. Just like, okay,
The
this is
premise of this show is good dog. I don't know
Yeah.
what bad dog.
Naughty Dog.
Oh.
Not Bad Dog. Naughty Dog.
So at $150, Doctor Who,
Short.
But I-
the team gets help from the Doctor's canine companion, Canine. Canine little robot dog from Doctor Who. We have had Cybermen show up in the story, so who knows if
Does
Doctor
have
Who could be
Canine.
of help. And if we get to $200, by the power of Grey Pup, Teapot gets a one-time use of the
Teapot?
Sword of Protection
Yeah.
to kind of sheer up.
What? Shira style teapot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And if we get to $250, the new dog, Jenny Wuffles can use the Astro Force like Orion from the New Gods. Now, I know that's a deep cut reference, but Orion's...
Why, yes.
Orion is Darkseid's son and enemy, and has this cool, golden harness thing that shoots this, powerful, weapon called the Astro Force that can also
Possible
make shields.
appearance by Big
And
Big Barda.
Big Barda, anything could happen. Cindy David, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you,
is
everybody.
really clearing things up.
And if we get to $300, now, okay, as you know, I hate spoiling stuff, so I assure you, this has nothing to do with anything going on in pop culture, of which you should be aware. But if we get to $300, a baby Chewbacca.
Baby Baka.
A Wookiee toddler in need of protection will be thrown into the mix.
Oh no.
And so
I need it.
Yes, innocent little baby
need it.
Chewbacca will be out here. And then beyond that comes Dom time, where anything could happen, perhaps even battle pugs. As always, subs can give rerolls either to the players or to me. We already have a bunch out here. I have 4. I think the players have 7.
A baby driver?
Baby driver. Yeah.
Spark Cities gives 1 to the table,
Thank you.
Thank you.
and Strangely Raider gives 1 to me.
Bad dog.
Thank you, Strangely Raider. Don't listen. Thank you. And Warrior of Books gives 1 to the table.
Yay.
And KB Tibbs gives 1 to me.
Of course
Thank you,
you do,
Tibbs.
you white dragon.
Lots of chaos.
And Adelaide Elliott gives 1 to the table. Yeah, that's a good name. That's a good name. And New Moonlight gives 1 to me. Wow, y'all are so equitable tonight.
What is happening?
And
What
remember,
blasphemy?
Evil out there.
remember, this is the season finale. There is no tomorrow, so use your rerolls with reckless abandon.
Yeah.
So yeah, before I get into the story and character stuff, just remind you one more time, if you want to be in the Dark Horse raffle for the Beast of Burden and the Battle Pugs and the Critical Role stuff, hit exclamation point raffle in the chat to enter, and then be around later when we draw the winners at the end of the show. On that, yeah, we're playing Hero Pups, and Hero Pups is a hack of John Harper's game Lasers and Feelings. And basically what it does is, in all of our previous games, we do a thing where the heroes are often joined by some heroic dog or another, and this game reunites many of the heroic dogs from those series. And the way the game works is this. Every player has a character, and every character has a number, and that number lets you know whether they're better at what we're calling sharp skills, which are like technology and science and cold rationality, you know, kind of Mr. Spock stuff, or rough skills. And it's get it rough because rough skills, which is like intuition and diplomacy and seduction and wild passionate action, like Captain Kirk kind of stuff. And whenever anything is in doubt, I'll tell you to roll. And if you're using your sharp skills, you want to roll under your number. And if you're using your rough skills, you want to roll over your number. You automatically roll 1 die. If it's a task you're prepared to do, you roll 2 die. If it's a task you're an expert at, you roll 3. And if you're getting help, you roll 4. We'll get back to that in a second. Thank you, Capto BVS.
Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious. Oh,
Really?
wow, that
I feel
was.
like you've done
That
this
was
before,
right
too.
here.
Yeah,
This is not
That
the
was
first
cute.
time.
Good night. Yeah. Okay. So, and if you roll your number exactly, you can ask Ralph the dog, who will show up mysteriously, and Ralph knows all because he's a Muppet. And if you want to help somebody, just shout out before what you want to do before they act and how you want to help. And if you succeed, they get an extra d6. If you fail, it doesn't hurt them. You just don't help them. That is all there is to know about the rules. Wow, we're doing great. 5:17, and we're through the rules. All right, so let's meet our characters. So
I love it so much. It's fine.
let's start over here.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Hi, after we just did the impression, now my brain's just going teapot.
Okay,
But I'll do
fine.
me.
Wait,
Hi, I'm darling. I'm still up here. Just
Oh, Vinnie Marker, thank you.
we just live here. We just live here. Hi.
Should we do Marky at first? Okay, so Teapot.
Hi, I'm Teapot! I'm a space corgi, muscle herding dog, very cowardly and cautious, but I'm a timid and curious space popper from Etheria. I'm looking for my human, my space human, an ex-horde soldier named Tempest, and I will herd everything! Teapot!
Teapot's like space corgi.
Did you hear like horde and hear herd instead, and that's where this all comes from?
Yes! I'm a herder! Just like
Perfect.
Tempest!
Break the heart. Have you guys done this for 2 weeks already? I'm already melting.
That's why we
You melt to a point, and then you just goo.
Thank you for the reset.
Thank you for
Thank
forgotten.
you.
And thank you, Minnie Mark.
Teapot is a 2, which makes her a rough character.
Yes, I'm a
and-
space dog.
And now let's.
Now me again.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Darling the dog, and I have the bestest kid in the whole wide world. I am a toy. I'm a very curious toy with a very excellent sniffing snoot, and I'm a very good dog. And I'm looking for my human because they're gonna be the bestest human, bestest kid. And they're gonna be a doctor.
Darling the dog, is a Beanie Baby from our Toy Story run. And
I'm a
from
2.
Toy Story 1 through 4.
Wow.
Their kid is it may or may not be Ravity. It is a fictional character.
She didn't know until just now when I just told her, and
You're
this is that
legit.
face. You get to see the face live. Live face. Authentic face. Organic free range face.
I'm looking for you. You're gonna be a doctor. Look how good you do. You fix my puppy
I'm the
boo.
best doctor. You're the best boy.
That happened at our live show at Gen Con. And now you know that Rave doesn't watch the show.
No, damn.
No. We love you. That is Darling the dog. Darling is a 2, which makes them a rough character. And
So rough.
might as well go over here to Ravity.
Coming from our vertex,
Oh, yes.
straight out of Roger Rabbit.
which happened in June of last year, 2018.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been on a
crazy.
second.
No way.
Anyway, hello. I am a real human being, a real human. My name is Manford Grownup. You can see my ID right here. And I'm definitely not 3 puppies stacked on top of each other inside a trench coat because that would be ridiculous. I am a real live human detective. And I am now one of the,
Yeah, you were a detective at Valiant and Rabbit.
there we go.
Yeah.
Valiant and Rabbit. Oh my, it was June of 2018.
I know. I had to look it up.
Oh my god. And yeah, I'm here to solve some mysteries. If you were to open up my trench coat, you would see 3 little black puppies stacked on top of each other.
No, you would definitely not see that.
You
But
would
no one
not,
would ever
but
do
no one
that.
would ever do
How
that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Adult human.
You would never do that to an adult human.
No,
Therefore,
never.
no one would ever see that there
Huff, L, and
happened to be
Puff.
Huff, L, and Puff, tiny puppies stacked on top of each other.
You would
who
never see
take
that.
turns with returns on top.
Man for
Anyway.
grown up who is definitely not 3 puppies named Huff, Ellen, Puff standing on top of
We
each
have
other
no
wearing
idea what you're
trench
talking
coats and hat is a 3, which makes him/them a rough-ish character. Depending on whether you're looking at the conglomerate Voltron being or the individual components. So last but not least, obviously, Jenny Wuffles.
Hi, I'm Jenny Wuffles, and I am a revolutionary dog. Because I have 2 great dog parents. I love them the most. I have my crime pet Bazani, and I have my crime mama Super Colony, and they love me, and they're really, 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 really good humans. And the last time I was separated from them, I was on Apocalypse, and then I fought everything there, and I led a revolution to go back to them. And now they're gone again. And now I'm on Apocalypse again. Which means I've got this! I'm coming for you, Mama and Pippa! Woo!
Jenny Wuffles, who comes from Into the Badverse Part 3, I think, or Part 2, and then, mostly from Part 3, is started off as a 3, which was roughish, but got a massive intellect boost during a freak accident in ancient Egypt during last week's episode. It's a long story. Yes, as you do.
That's my cousin one.
So Jenny is now a 5, which makes them a sharp character. Mostly because we needed somebody on that side of the scale.
Did we though?
We were everywhere.
So
I just
yeah,
remember how to rough characters.
Yes.
Rough around the
We were going to have a rough
edges,
time.
rough everywhere.
Yes.
So we needed to sharpen up a bit.
so your hero pups are Teapot and Darling the dog and Manfred Grown Up and Jenny Wuffles. And yeah, so
A real live human grown up. I'm not your human though.
Can't wait to meet. You're gonna be the only grown up left on all of everywhere.
okay, a couple last little
Which
bits.
is definitely not implausible.
Key Squared sends 1 to the
One
table,
chocolate milk.
Good dog.
and Grendel's Mater sends 1 to the
Look
table.
at that.
Good dog.
And Captain Obvious sends 1 to the table.
Get in the player
And Perfect
pile.
Cosima sends
Get
1
on
to
the
me.
table.
Thank you, Perfect Cosima.
Herding dog said so.
Thank you, everybody.
Herding successful.
And we have unlocked everything up to the power of Grey Pup. So the next tier is the new dog. Jenny Wuffles gets to use the Astroforce, and then if we get to $300, Baby Chewbacca. And of course, we got the Dark Horse Comics giveaway, Beast of Burden, and Battle Pugs, and Dragon Age, and Critical Role, all in the prize packages. Hit exclamation point giveaways if you want to see the list of what's in the prize packages, and if you want to enter exclamation point raffle, and then be here at the end of the show. Don't leave, because if you're not here, we have to pass your thing on to someone else. And happened
Don't
last
do
time.
that.
I still haven't quite gotten over it. I actually landed
I
and
will steal them. I
Yes.
will steal.
Brave, get your
prizes.
prize if you don't want it.
Yeah, I seriously want to read Beast of Burden. so
Yeah, me
like,
too.
hey.
I'm so.
Right?
It's cool.
Bet
thinking
you
of
could do a
Battle
Monster of the
Pugs.
Week hack for Beast of Burden, and it would work really well. Anyway.
Honestly, it's like we should do like a talk show where we. Okay, never mind. So.
Spoilers.
Okay, so let's do the previously on. We'll get everybody up to date. Wow, we're fine. Okay, So in part 1, Jenny Woofles and Teapot and Darling the dog and Dog the Hellhound from Good Omens, who was played by our friend Emma Fife, found themselves in New York City when the Beagle Boys attacked the whole city and the whole world with an advanced ray that made humans just disappear. And the hero pups follow the Beagle Boys trail to a space station where they confronted Ma Beagle, who explained that she had gotten this advanced technology from aliens, and she actually had no idea how to get the humans back or even if it was possible.
She wasn't an eagle at all.
And before things could get any further, the Earth was attacked from space by ships full of Cybermen from Doctor Who. And then in part 2, Jenny and Teapot and Darling and Lockjaw from the Inhumans, played by our friend Aki, went on a quest to save the world's smartest being, the dog Mr. Peabody, who was missing in time. And if he could be rescued, they could use the Wayback Machine to send our heroes back to before the invasion of Earth began and prevent the whole thing from ever happening. So the team traveled to ancient Egypt, as we mentioned before, where they fought an evil cat named Mr. Fluffyface, who was trying to take over the country.
Dogzilla showed up.
Yeah, Dogzilla showed up. It was great. And the team saved Mr. Peabody, foiled Mr. Fluffyface's plans, returned to the present where Mr. Peabody used the Wayback Machine to send them to the origin point of the invading aliens, an obscure planet in the Dog Star Galaxy. And the team traveled through the Wayback Machine to find this hellish landscape and a scent that Jenny Woofles identified as the smell of apocalypse. And yeah, we pick up there.
Space dogs.
So let's start with Manfred Grown-Up. After the humans disappeared, your humans being Eddie Valiant and Dolores Valiant,
My two favorite humans.
yeah, they just vanished, and the detective agency kicked into high gear, which in some cases literally means taking the form of cars and driving around in circles.
Love it.
Yeah, but you decided, this was your moment. You needed to step up and, save Eddie and maybe save the world. But you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
All you all could think was that, the Beagle Boys' technology looked super advanced. You had heard of the legendary Mr. Peabody, who you knew was a dog, and you figured maybe you can go ask Mr. Peabody for help. So you had traveled to Mr. Peabody's lab, where you peeked through a window just in time to see Mr. Peabody sending 3 strange dogs through a portal.
Stand on your tippy toes.
Yeah, and you watch them go through the portal, and with not a lot of time to think about it, you decided, whatever, you're getting involved. So, you snuck through the room, sort of cartoon-like, right, you get behind a lamp and take the form of the lamp, and
Yeah, xylophone.
Yeah.
and then
We've gotten very good at this, Huff, L, and Puff. It's more synchronized than it used to be. So we used to walk a little bit more chunkier. We're like smooth now, but not very smooth.
Character development.
Yeah, we've grown.
Damn.
yeah, it's like you
Also,
wave
you-
around,
yeah,
like back and
exactly.
forth. But,
We only kind of look like one of those noodle men now.
in this case, you were seamless, and nobody noticed you at the end of
Great.
the last show, as after the 3 of them went through before the Wayback Machine closed. Grendel's Modder, thank you, everyone. Before the Wayback Machine closed, you jumped through the door just before it closed, and also found yourself on this same hellish landscape, and standing behind these 3 other dogs, and there you are. The landscape of apocalypse, it's the sky is red, there's smoke in the distance, or the landscape of what you identified at the end of last episode
Apocalypse,
as apocalypse, is, a hellscape. The 3 of you are standing there, you probably don't see him behind you at this point.
So then what do I smell?
You smell,
Like brimstone and smoke and stuff. But
Yeah.
what else?
Apocalypse has fire pits, right? So, what you smell is the familiar smell of fire
Just
pits.
tons of carbon.
Yeah,
Carbon
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you also smell, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you that because it's so heavy in the air.
Yeah.
Make
bet you can know
a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number, you can roll, you're a revolutionary.
Super analytical sniffing snoot.
You roll 3.
Apocalypse. 3.
3 successes, okay. You smell something that smells very much like cats, and you smell something that smells very much like dogs, and some other, let's say, alien scents. You've confronted aliens before on Apocalypse.
My mom is an alien.
Yeah. that's
I
right.
love her.
Yeah, that I'll say 3 successes. Parademons, You smell the scent of parademons on the wind. And
Just two?
Oh no, I mean just sort of
A
in
pair
the air.
of demons?
Oh, a pair of
I
demons.
had to assist you, Rick. You were gonna go into that too long.
I wore the
was
shirt,
like,
Rick.
save him now.
I wore the shirt.
Man, between that and Captain Obvious, I might want to get out of here. Thank you. No, you smell a parademons. You smell many parademons in the vicinity, and at 3 successes, I'll be like, I'll say, and you smell a lot of
5
these
feet away.
dogs and cats in these scents feel like they're coming from very close by, although you don't see anything quite at the moment. From different directions too, like you are surrounded essentially by life forms. Just not in your immediate visible vicinity.
After they came through the portal, Teapot fainted and now has woken back up and realized that it's not a dream. They're living in a nightmare and it's now trying to hide behind Darling. This little baby.
How's that going for you?
It's just the head being and then
That much? Wow.
Yeah, just like the head.
I'm doing a very good job.
Yeah, the rest of the rainbow colored space corgi with like a slightly fish like tail and ears is just like
Where are we?
Puppalips.
Puppalips.
Yeah, we're on a puppalips.
A puppalips?
Who are you?
Oh, hold on! I want to jump up on you. I'm a pitbull, so
Oh.
of a healthy size.
So you jump and we just go back.
Oh, good. Lick, 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 lick.
Lick?
There's humans on a puppalips?
And it licks back.
Why are they licking back? Why are they licking back?
I don't know. You look
and
like
just
a human.
and just from the coat emerges like 3 puppies, except all tangled up, and they're like, oh no, we've been found. It's a scramble.
You're
We would
dogs.
like to try and reassemble our coat, our disguise. Scramble.
I do want to
Like the John
say
Mulaney
when they say scatter, and then there's 3
Herding.
there's 3 puppies just running around. Teapot has to herd. Teapot has to herd those puppies together.
Okay.
Well, that's actually kind of an assist, low key.
Yeah.
You're trying to reassemble.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, make a
I'm
help
like,
roll.
Get back in the coat.
Get in the
Get
trench
in the coat.
Sure.
It's like doing like these little prancing, dancing, which is her
little,
herding.
like,
She's
yeah.
like, get in the coat.
I really want to get back in my coat. Okay.
You know what,
Okay.
honestly, I'm gonna make a roll for that.
Yeah, let me get back in
It's
the
also
coat.
cute. Just let it happen.
Oh, okay.
How did you turn back into a human?
I'm a human now because I am a human. I'm a
What's
real
your name?
human. Well, I am Manford Grown Up because I'm a grown up and I'm a man.
You
Hello,
don't
grown
smell
up.
like
Checks
a
out.
human.
Where are all the other humans?
Gone.
What?
Eaten up by a beam.
Well,
How did you avoid the beam? Is it because sometimes you're dogs?
That has to be it. Were you dogs at the time?
You're human dogs.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And when I say yeah, when Huff says a yes, you hear 3 yeses all down the coast. Yep.
We're
Yep,
space
yep.
dogs.
You're from space?
Space dogs.
From
I'm a
space.
space
What's your favorite
dog.
thing about space?
Just visiting.
Space.
Herding.
Mom.
Mom.
Kid.
My mom's from space. She's not a human. She's an alien. I want to find her.
But she's your mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, duh. You
Yeah.
have to find her.
Yeah.
I'm
you
missing my
help us?
space
He gets it.
humans.
Yeah, of course. I'm looking for my boss, but they're kind of my dad because my real dad is like a big bad wolf.
That
and
sounds like a very
it
healthy
just-
work environment.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Amazing.
Wow.
And we can help each other.
Come with us. Humans, we sometimes dogs.
Yes, let's go.
Will you join our family? Our little modern fur family?
One moment.
And then
Family?
Manford wants to grow,
Modern
and it's like,
family.
You cool with joining this family?
yeah, I think it's cool. And Huff, Ellen, Puff is like, oh no, they seem really nice. Okay, let's go. And so
Did your tummy agree?
my tummy agreed.
Jenny, from your success before with
Yes.
3, I'll say the smell of those dogs getting closer, up here, it becomes prominent to you. You get the feeling that they are getting closer, and also parademons getting closer to your position.
So I smell dogs and also parademons.
What's a
So
parademon?
you smell it coming from the north.
It's not quite a whole demon.
How much fire?
Because it
More.
smells.
Oh,
It
wow.
smells
They're
like
from that
terror.
way.
I
And I
mean,
point your dog.
everywhere. How much fire?
So you point.
There, it's like what you see is in the distance there are these like columns of flame that kind of
Oh,
shoot up
okay.
into the sky.
I'm not
and
like
jump
walking
in.
on molten
You don't
lava
have
right
hot
No,
tar.
no,
no.
Okay,
You're walking
because
on like,
that was I was like, if a human can't touch it, neither can doggy puppies. So
Oh, extremely not.
So
Yeah.
no.
But also
Those
top
little
dog.
pads. Little pads.
Also that,
But I'm
but
also
check it
really
for,
good
for,
at
for pads and also
cooling things
material.
down and blowing things over with my breath. So if we need to do that, I can do that.
Oh, what should we call you? Are you Manfred?
Manfred.
Mr. Grown Up is just fine.
Mr. Gross.
Thank you.
Mr. Grown
Or
Up.
Detective
I like
Grown
it.
and from the middle you say Detective Grown Up. Actually Detective Grown Up, please.
But the other one made more sense because I miss my grown up. So I call him Mr. Grown Up.
Aww.
I'll allow it.
I'm Teapot.
and you start hearing
Teapot.
the creeping
there's a
sound
lot of dust in the air.
vehicles
Ooh.
coming from that same direction north.
Are those
Oh, the
good?
dogs and also the demons are coming.
I crawl on your
Do
head.
they need to be herded?
Maybe with like herded, and then maybe the dogs need to be herded. But this is apocalypse. Things are very serious here.
Very serious.
Okay.
I only am serious always.
I believe you implicitly.
I'm a serious space dog now.
I think they have vehicles.
Like cars.
We can chase them?
Or
Don't like
wheel
sounds.
wheels that we bark at.
Let's go bark at them.
Bark!
Bark.
Bark!
I want to
We
bark.
want to go toward them to bark at them.
I would like to roll to intimidate.
Okay, that is
Teapot's
a,
taking up the rear and is barely moving behind you.
I can
I'm taking up top dog.
Yee.
So why don't we say, okay, you're rolling a rough roll, but you're not the most intimidating in the world. So let's say
What are you saying, Rick?
You wanna
The
roll?
only Human here. Human's over.
You can roll 1. You want to roll over your number? Your number is
3.
3. Okay.
And I got a 3.
You got a 3. So you'll get a question,
Great.
and you'll get help. You are a tough guy. You're
I
a
am.
revolutionary who's been in combat. So with help, you can roll 4. You're doing the same thing, intimidating.
Yeah. But of course for me, I'm sharp, not rough, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh, you're sharp, not rough now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I get to roll. It's just there's hard numbers. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just my number.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, you charge off their barking, and as you charge off barking, this piano music starts to swell on the soundtrack, and you hear the voice of Ralph the dog call down from the heavens. Hey, Ralph the dog here. Working the soundtrack gig tonight. Do you have any questions?
What's Aunt May making for dinner?
Oh, buddy, why you steal my questions like this?
I got you.
What's Aunt May making for dinner? Tonight, Aunt May is having Brussels sprouts.
Ew.
That's just like a whole meal?
Brussels sprouts.
Me and
Like,
I'm an adult human and we like Brussels sprouts, so yay.
I think there are common Thanksgiving left.
Brussels sprouts and
fair.
burritos.
Oh, burritos. Okay, that's better.
That's a weirder comment.
No, it's
Aunt May has a
all
wild
I
side.
have as leftovers is Brussels sprouts, but that's not enough for real food, so I'm also going to like get a burrito.
Got it.
And between
Okay.
the two of them, that's enough food.
Ralph dog, over to you. Do you have
I
questions?
understand this thought process. I'm thinking while I
What's there to herd?
Okay, Ralph the dog out. And yeah, you go charging over the hill,
Bark.
and barking over the hill, and
Teapot's
you
far
see,
behind.
They're really brave.
yeah, you see in front of you what looks like tanks, rows of them coming at you, all manned by parademons, and in the background there's like a big kind of like land barge coming up behind it. Some kind of like big,
What's a land barge?
it's like a barge, but it goes over land.
So, like, if you took a big boat and you gave it tank treads,
Yeah, like a bus.
I'm like, Wait, which one? Those are different things. I'm confused and I want to correctly picture it. I'm not just being like a wise ass.
Let's say
The rest of this show.
something huge to the effect of like you might, like the Jawa vehicle, you know, that big kind of like, monstrous box kind of thing. But it's got, sort of windows cut in it where, you can see like, the people working it, like looking out.
Okay, I think I can work with this.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's great. Anytime I omit a detail, ask a question and I'll make up something. Yeah, so this big giant vehicle coming up behind all the rows and rows of tanks that are manned by parademons.
What do they look like? The parademons.
They're inside the tanks. How would we know?
Some of them are inside.
Oh, are they on the swivel
on
guns?
the outsides. Parademons, depending on which continuity you're in, kind of, monstrous gargoyle-looking things with wings.
Cool.
Usually streaking through the sky, and what I'll say is right now, it's like if you look up over the tanks, and the other vehicles, there are sort of like troops of parademons like flying through the air.
Where is the dog smell?
The dog smell. Yeah, I guess. Well, make a smart roll. You want to roll on your number? You can roll 3.
3 successes, one of which is my number.
Wow. Yeah, you smell. There are 2 or 3 dogs on that barge vehicle.
You hear a small voice of Teapot that goes, "Or we could hide."
No,
Where
never.
on the barge vehicle, Ralph the dog?
Somewhere inside. Oh, Ralph the dog.
Yeah, I got my number. One of the here's my number.
I suppose you'll have to bank questions, but I'll do
No,
this.
I just rolled it.
Oh,
They
just
rolled
again?
it.
Yeah, I rolled it again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, where on the barge, Ralph the dog?
They are inside the barge on, let's say, the command deck.
Amazing.
And those vehicles start rolling towards you. Everybody make a a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. Okay, Manfred, your private eye. You can roll 3.
Yeah, because there's 3
you're
pairs of eyes. I need
revolutionary,
one.
you can roll 3. You're rolling to hide, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm a
or at least
coward.
to see whether or not you are spotted by the parademon streaking above.
I'm on top of their head.
Okay, so
And I did
their
get 3
roll is your
successes.
roll. What?
I got 3 successes.
You got 3 successes? What do you do?
1
Buddy.
success.
1 success.
How many am I rolling? I'm a coward
You're
trying
a
to
coward.
hide.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm also a
You
2.
did just
Yeah,
suggest
you can roll
hide.
3. You're a
Yeah.
coward who wants to hide. You can roll 3.
Oh, wow. 2 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Coward who
yeah.
hides.
You hide masterfully. You are on
Their head.
their head, so you are hidden.
Yes.
You have success with consequence. You duck in between some rocks, and then as you were there, you start looking down, getting the feeling that you possibly are stuck in there. The parademons streaking
Oh, I'm
above
stuck.
do not see you, but they are still rolling towards you.
I would like to run and jump on the tank, and then jump on a tank to another tank, and jump on a tank to another tank, and jump on a tank, and you see where I'm going with this.
Okay, yeah. By the way, just so you know, we have almost everything unlocked already. So you know for a fact from the old days, anytime you want, you can stick out your thumb. And
I was
summon Benny.
gonna summon Benny, but I wanted to see what they
and
were gonna
you-
do first.
Heart of Handprints, thank you.
Thank you.
Because once you
Take
get
your
onto
arm.
one of the tanks, they can't shoot at you because they're shooting at the tanks.
Right, and it's also you can't drive a car onto a tank, which
Yeah.
is why I was like, I'm not.
I mean,
gonna
not with
do
that
this yet.
attitude, you
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just letting you know what's opened
Cartoon
up for
for car.
Oh wait,
You
actually,
could.
cartoons actually very.
You know for a fact,
Me?
yeah, that you can summon the Buzz Lightyears of Star Command whenever you want.
Of course I do. They're my friends. They're part of the toy initiative.
You, when the time is right, I will let you know
They're
that
all
you
in
can
this
use the Sword of
piece.
Protection, but that is coming.
I'm in range.
We'll get to your Astro Force
Yeah.
momentarily. So, yeah, everything else on the table. The next thing is Baby Chewbacca.
Baby Baka.
Which has nothing to do
not
with
ready.
anything. Nothing. So yeah, so you're all hidden. The tank's coming towards you.
Yep,
want
I'm going to
try
run inside the
using
effective
all-
range of the tanks.
Wow.
So when they start running, because I'm sure this will be successful in some way, Teapot was trained last episode to chase them when they run. So then Teapot will
This is true.
chase them.
Okay.
I did train the specific
So
way.
we'll see how this goes.
I mean, because like if
The
a dog
squirrel
runs, a dog
space
chases a
corgi.
dog.
Yeah.
We are going to make a series of rolls for
Absolutely.
Mhm.
this. So.
Steer me, but
Oof,
Okay.
Because I need
I'm getting very
I
good at
need
that.
these rough assists.
huh.
Because although tank to tank maneuvers are reasonable, I'm looking at a fairly reasonably precise parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say
Did
there's.
I accidentally good rolls?
Bark core.
Well, okay, that
I think it's actually
I-
parkour.
Gina almost.
hole in
puns.
the chat.
Wait, almost. You downgrade my pun because another came after? I'm ashamed.
No.
I boo at you, sir.
All right, Rick apologies.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, so this is going to be a series of rolls.
Yeah.
Let's say that there are 9 rows of tanks and you're going to be navigating through, you're saying you're like leaping from tank to tank.
Yeah, I mean it's the only cinematic thing to do.
Okay, and
I'm
you
assisting.
are following them. Denoba, thank you. Our friend
I'm
Denoba.
not trying to be precise about it. It is literally doggy instinct from what was established before.
Wow, okay. So why don't we
And
say
they're very good at leaping because they're a space dog.
you have a lot of action experience. You can roll 3. You want to roll under your number is 5. Let's say
May I
the first 3
assist?
rows of tanks.
Yes.
May I assist since I'm on their head?
How are you going to assist?
I steer.
Okay.
Just grab the ears.
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll.
I've been doing steering for 2 games now.
That's true.
Okay, you can roll 2.
Thank you.
I guess there's a piece of Darling on some level who knows because they're not freezing.
Nope.
Sorry, no help.
Okay.
Darling is giving you
I had
instructions.
to do a
but they're
sharp roll.
Not very helpful.
I'm like, this is the part of the playtime when the battleships come out. Wow!
So Jenny Waffles is jumping from tank to tank,
Yeah.
and you know those little steering wheels that you give kids while you're in the car. Extremely darling. All right, that's 2 successes.
Woo! I did it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
2 successes. You make it through that first row. You're good. Now you got to make it through that first row.
Yeah, let's see how
You're
this
just running
goes.
wildly and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
So you're not super, well, you are, you've been in
I'm a
combat
space
with
dog. I know
probably
how
some
to
More
best-
leap.
specifically,
so
you're a space
well.
corgi.
Yeah.
I remember
Space
hearing a
corgi.
thing about like one of the assets of space corgis in general is they herding dogs. They're actually below the like kick range. So you being like a low is kind of like the way the corgis herd.
You can roll 2. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
It's like a cow's
Yeah.
gonna try to like kick them, whatever. It's too short.
2
2
successes.
successes. So yeah, you just like run in circles and somehow the parademons either don't notice you or aren't able to get to you yet. But they just keep marching forward. Okay, you come to the second 3 rows.
Yeah, let's go.
Same thing. You want to roll under your number.
Nope.
Darling is still no.
But-
Just
Are you having fun?
So,
Good. Then the important.
if I
task
could
is
drool,
accomplished.
I'd be drooling.
Amazing. 2 more successes.
2 more successes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. You do it. You just get right through. No problemo. Your turn. Same deal.
So you're just
I'm
watching.
stuck in a hole.
Successes.
I'm like, oh no.
Yep, and you run around wildly
What?
and exactly as you wanted
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
without raising any
That's the
alarms.
same one.
You also get through the
Wait,
second row.
Yeah, it's more like leaps and then rolls when she lands. It's just like "Rawr," and then getting up and then doing another leap.
One of those things where it's like one of the parademons thinks they see something and looks to the wrong side as you go, and then it turns
Like-
around and you run to the other
It's
side.
like space time.
So yeah, you make it too. So third row, same
Alright.
deal.
Hey, get help! Ah! I go, oh, hey, one of those things is aimed at us.
Surprisingly, Darling is actually somewhat helpful and gives you some. Dark of Nate, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you, everyone.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, yeah, you make it through the third row. No problem.
Oh, am I rolling under or over my number?
Over. So that's
Okay, so
one
one's my
success,
number.
and I'm
I
gonna make
will-
you re-roll that one.
Then I'll take one of ours.
Yep.
And I'll re-roll both of these.
Did you just
you
say
need-
to make her re-roll that 1?
Yes. So if you do
Reroll
both
the
of them,
one.
it's 2.
No, you're
Oh wait,
no,
you said
you
to
were making
Reroll the one.
You said to re-roll the one, not my success.
The 1 die.
Yeah.
My
All
rerolls
right.
are always forced rerolls. It's for the sake
Yeah.
of storytelling.
But if you want to make us reroll
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
failures,
wait.
2 successes.
Yours.
And
Didn't
I
you
still
put
have my
coin in for
question. Yeah, that's the coin
Yeah.
for us for one. Because I wanted to.
And he put one in.
I wanted to re-roll the,
No, you
the
put
one
in
that
No,
I-
no, you put
I-
2 coins for her.
Yeah, I put in 2 for her.
No, just one because you have
Oh,
to
because I
re-roll
made you
the
reroll the other one,
success.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I
These
was just
rerolls
re-rolling
are
one.
These are precious.
I see what
No
you're saying,
kidding.
Yeah.
Because people
I
keep giving
re-rolled
them
the
to the
one.
wrong
You made me
person.
re-roll
so like
the
we need
2.
to-
I just
Alright.
got 2 successes,
Sure.
but I still have my question.
Yeah, you make it through the third row of power demons and riding on the back of one of the tanks is Ralph the dog, who it's like, hey there, do you have any questions? I'm Ralph the dog, and there's no reason for me to be here.
I need to know what nearby is safe to herd. I learned my lesson with the scorpion.
What nearby is safe to herd?
Sometimes
Well,
answer what to herd is scorpion.
relatively nearby, there are some peaceful cats who would do you no harm. Ralph the dog out.
Thank you.
And you make it up to this vehicle, this land barge. Think like Jabba the Hutt, something like that. And it's moving very slowly, but it's got guards, parademon guards posted with, big looking intimidating space weapons all up and down. And you are both, or the 3 of you are now just right in front of it. Manford, you have finally pulled yourself out of the hole, and you peek yourself out to see tanks just surrounding you and parademons marching by. Denoba,
Oh my
thank you.
god, thank you. That's so
Oh,
kind of
man,
you.
Thank you, everybody. Oh wow, that opens up Baby Chewbacca,
You did it. Thank you.
which has nothing to do with anything happening.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a good idea. Original to me.
Now you're gonna have to make Chewbacca noises.
Baby Chewbacca noises.
It's very cute.
So probably like that one, yeah.
I
So
can't
yeah,
make
Manfred,
Chewbacca.
you pop your
I
head
can't
up,
make one.
Yes.
and parademons marching, tanks everywhere, just passing you by slowly. No one has noticed you yet. What do you want to do?
Okay.
You don't
so,
see your friends.
Oh no!
You might
I
be
would
able
like to try and
smell
yes, I would
us.
like to try and sniff out my friends.
All right, make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number? You can roll 3. Okay. You're both a dog and a detective.
Yeah, dog detective.
2 successes, 1's my number.
2 successes, 1's your number. Okay, so from back in those holes you were stuck in, you hear the voice of Rolf the dog. Hey, now I'm down here in these holes. This is Rolf. Do you have any questions?
Yes, if I wanted to make a makeshift paraglider from my coat, what thing do I have to climb so that I can? What's the highest peak
They're a
that I can climb from?
tune. Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, they're a tune, right?
Yes, I'm a tune, so I
Right.
can make a
Yeah.
What's the highest thing you have to jump off of?
yeah. Or
I mean-
what's the highest climbable thing for a puppy of my a human of my stature?
I mean, I'll say there are, they're kind of scattered, jagged rock formations, like in a Roadrunner cartoon
Wonderful.
or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
We're off the dog out.
Yeah. Thanks, Ralph. You're really
Anytime.
cool.
Yep.
If you ever need a detective, and I'm trying to give him my card, but he's
He
gone.
takes your card, and then you hear,
Oh.
I hope that something better comes along. And
Thanks. Okay, I'm
disappears
gonna
down
go
the
save the world now. Oh no.
Muppet movie jokes? No. Too soon?
Too soon.
Okay.
I would like to try and climb that scraggly rock and create a paraglide.
rock? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is
That's
a
pretty
rough
great.
roll. You're this is a show. It's, feat of strength athletics.
Yeah.
You want to roll over your number. You
Yeah.
could probably roll 1.
Okay.
You guys, you're 3 puppies trying to pretend to be a human while climbing a giant rock in the middle of the hell planet.
Fair.
Yes, but they've gotten better at
But
this.
we've gotten better at this. Is that above my number?
Yeah, your number's 3.
Okay, well, we're gonna re-roll that. Thank you. We're gonna re-roll that again because I don't wanna. There we go. There's a success.
By the way, Denoba sends 1 to the table.
Yay!
Thank you.
Good job.
1 success.
1 success. All right. Success with consequence. Yeah, you start climbing up the side of the closest rock crop of rocks, and you do make it to the top. But you as you get up there, you look and you can see some of the parademons like pointing at you, and a fuss starting up. It's like you have been spotted.
Oh no.
And as you are standing there seeing this happening, a couple of parademons, like their wings start to flap and they start streaking through the air to you.
Woof. Okay, well.
The three of you, I'll say where you are. You can hear somewhere behind you, a ruckus. Something is going on.
You know, I have a feeling whatever I do next will pull focus.
Okay, because I also have a plan. So you pull focus first.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Do it.
Jenny Waffles is a pitbull. They are in fact the champions of the vertical jump. There's a pitbull who has vertical jump climbed a 4-meter wall. What I'm saying is I want land barge.
You're trying to go on land barge.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See? Distracting.
Do you need to be more distracting?
Absolutely, buddy.
Ow! The whole time.
Okay. We'll call it a
Yeah,
help
pump me
roll.
up. Up the dog, pump it up.
Pump up the dog.
Are you assisting them or are you
Yep.
doing your own thing?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Because
I'm assisting the distraction jump.
Then for flavor, the second you start howling, all three of us start howling.
Oh, yes.
too.
We have 101 Dalmatian howl message several times.
The Twilight Bark. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you're helping.
I'm helping with howling.
You want to make a rough roll? You want to roll over your number? You can roll. Howl from a dog. Oh, God, you can roll 2.
My lungs are small.
I feel like that's generous, yeah.
When tiny dogs don't.
You are trying to leap and be a distraction in front of the barge, right?
I am trying to do a vertical jump climb. I imagine the effect of me arriving there will be intrinsically distracting and thereby helpful.
Let's call it a rough roll. If you want to roll over your number with help, you can roll. You can roll 4.
Yeah. All right, kids. Why couldn't I have rolled like the way that I rolled when I rolled 3 6s a minute ago? That would have been super nice. You mind if I grab 2?
Go for it.
Do it.
Yeah.
That one out there is also part of it.
Or get it in the table.
Get more on the table.
There's 1, which is my number.
Okay, you leap up and are instantaneously just spotted. And parademons, start rushing towards you. There's laser fire in the air instantaneously. An alarm sounds.
Terrific.
The action figures are headed straight for us.
What are you doing?
Teapot sees all of that and is like, no, no, and goes the opposite direction, is looking for the cats.
You're looking for the cat. Well,
She's
okay.
a corgi. She can't vertical
So
jump.
essentially, you're just running out into away from the barge, so back into the tanks and the parademons.
I thought we were on top of.
Yeah,
them.
you're all up on a tank right
Yeah,
now.
we're all up on the tank.
You're on a tank?
Yeah, that's what we were doing, the jumping. And
I
the
know I
leaping
was. I
for.
wasn't sure whether you were
Yeah, I was.
ground
I jump
maneuvering
and
or whether
leaped.
you were jumping.
I jump and
Oh,
leaped
so
after
you're
you.
still on a tank.
Yeah.
All right, so
Good.
what are
We're
you
pulling
doing?
for focus in a bunch of different
So now
directions.
you're jumping off the tank, or
Are the cats not on the tank?
Oh no, the cats are just in the general vicinity somewhere. You don't see them anywhere. They could be.
Okay,
Yeah.
because in my head, we're on the tank and they just leaped up to a higher level of the tank.
Oh no! You guys leaped through the rows of tanks towards the barge, and then once you
So-
got to the last tank, you either got off the tanks onto the ground, or you're still on the tanks rolling along in front of the barge.
Okay, so did you just jump on the barge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to find something to drop down, like, I don't know, an anchor or a rope or enough parademons to stack on top of each other that then you can climb them. I'm just spitballing here.
So like, is the barge is the barge like a pirate ship, and there's like
I think,
openings
Jabba the
that
Hutt-
have
yeah,
openings that have like where they could do cannons or like
Oh yeah, they're the
harpoons
straight up
out
murder
of?
holes there, yes.
Okay,
We established murder holes earlier.
All right,
Which is basically just a doggy door.
Yeah. And then expand.
Teapot smells cats through one of the murder holes.
no,
and is
no.
There
gonna
are
jump-
dogs.
Is
There
going to
are
jump
no
for the
cats.
cats.
No cats.
Only
dogs.
There are
No cats.
Yeah, you do not smell cats.
Ah.
You have to roll
No
to
friendly
smell
cats.
stuff, remember.
Okay.
But like, no, the cats were just, there was Ralph the dog question. They are in the general
In the
geographic vicinity. They're
Okay.
not-
Eventually,
not on the spot.
Teapot will find his cats.
Hashtag hurting goals.
Right. Okay, well then Teapot's gonna jump off of the tank and start circling around the barge trying to find a way up. Because if they
Okay.
can't jump from the tank to the barge, then
Let's call
they'll have to jump
that a rough roll. You want to roll
Okay.
over your number. I mean,
Or tank to murder hole.
you can roll 2.
well,
Try
I
to get
try
in
to
on
take
the
the murder
lower
hole.
full
He's gonna make that
floor.
a sharp roll though.
I mean,
All
I
right,
had to tough it out.
I'm gonna
so.
try tank to
Rough it
murder
out.
hole.
Tank to murder hole?
Yeah.
Sure. Tank to murder hole. That is a precise jump.
Yeah.
We have rerolls.
You.
No. Go ahead.
You're a space doggy. You've seen
Space
some
dog.
action. You can roll 2. Dogs can
Let me
jump,
in
and
here.
you've seen action with Tempest.
Right, and I've gone through a lot of adventure up to this point. One success, and it's my number.
Okay, so
Should I?
you
Should I make it? Nah, one
No,
success is
I
fine.
did it.
One
Yeah.
success is fine. I'm
you
very happy with
reach
that.
the
actually.
murder hole with your front paws and hold on, and your like little back paws are kind of like kicking.
Oh!
Can't get any, you know.
It's like the little nails are scratching at the side of the barge while they're like trying to hold
Can
on.
Manfred grown-ups see this happening?
Manford, you are
It is
standing
so
on top
subtle.
of the crop of rock,
Yeah.
and from your high vantage point, you can see this happening. But those parademons are on top, are basically on you now. Remember the ones that were streaming
Right,
towards
right.
you?
The ones that are streaming towards me. Right,
Yeah,
right.
they're a few feet away. They're screaming. They're pointing laser weapons.
So Manfred Grownup, or Huffel and Puff's father, is the big bad wolf, who is famously known for huffing and puffing and blowing down little houses. They have inherited that trait. So I would love to huff and puff and blow these parademons away.
Okay, that is a rough roll, and I'll say each one of Huff and Puff and L get 1 die. So it's like you can roll 3.
Aggregate.
An
Because
aggregate.
they're all helping each other. They're all helpful.
It's like not no one of them is as powerful
Right.
as the big bad wolf.
No,
The 3
but by their
together
powers
are-
combined.
Together.
You can roll over your number. Your number is 3.
Yay! 2 successes.
Yeah, buddy.
Yay!
Two successes. Yeah, you
Huff tries,
The
he
3
does
of you.
nothing.
One of you huffs, and the other one puffs, and the other one blows the parademons down.
Yeah!
And they crash to the ground on top of each other.
Yeah.
And now you are on top of the rock. For a moment, there's no one around you. Although remember, you have been spotted, so you know.
Right. We
you-
want to try and make a paraglider from our coat,
Okay.
which is thus revealing ourselves as puppies. We recognize this, but we also trust our new friends.
That's a sharp roll.
Well, sometimes you're puppies and sometimes you're people. We understand.
Yeah, you're human dogs.
Yeah.
Are you like designing something, like sort of like trying to design content?
Yes,
Or are you
we're-
just jumping off and holding out?
I mean, that's the same thing. We're
Tune rules.
Tune
Batman.
rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Batman with
That's a
trench
rough
coat.
roll. You want to roll over your
Like
number?
maybe flaps.
You can roll.
I've been a 5-year-old with a towel jumping off of something tall.
Definitely.
Can I request something?
Yeah.
Can I request 2 rolls, one for actually flying and one for aiming, because where I'm trying to aim is into the little murder hole
Sure.
that they're in.
Oh,
Push and then simultaneously fall in
Well,
with them.
either fall in with them or like land on it so that I can pull them in with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
having some jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's call it a rough roll
Okay.
to fly.
Okay.
Because you're trying to catch the wind. It's like a
Yeah.
physical task.
Yeah.
You can roll 2. You want to roll over your number.
Uh,
Your number is.
let's re-roll one of those. Thank you. My number's a 3. Okay, 2 successes, 1's my number.
Okay, yeah. So you go soaring over the parademon army, and with 2 successes, those you've been spotted. More parademons are coming at you, but you're able to sort of by luck or by trick able to dodge them.
rules.
And going by in the sky in a little helicopter is Ralph the dog, who's just like hey there, while we're alone, you got any questions?
How do you pilot a tank?
You pilot a tank. I will get you a manual.
Thank you!
You are deemed to have the knowledge of piloting one of these stage.
Woo!
Ralph the dog
Press
out.
the pilot. The
I
tank
don't
button.
have thumbs.
Ralph's gone.
Pause. Yeah, Ralph's gone.
Dogs can be trained to operate buttons,
Yeah.
like service dogs.
Right. We got buttons.
Yeah, you got this.
buttons.
I mean,
So-
and switches.
Right.
With 2 successes, yeah, you go right into that, and then you hit
I'm just telling you, Daniel to get me.
Teapot right in the butt.
Yeah, you hear Teapot like pep talking herself, where she's like, "Get in the boat, Teapot."
We got you. That's tough. Coming in strong.
Yeah, that's Huff. That's so Huff. Classic Huff.
Okay, so you.
Yeah, Darby and I are
catapulted
surrounded by
into the-
parademons.
Yes,
It's
you
like-
are on this first level of the barge, surrounded by parademons,
Yeah.
having just kind of made it up there. And yeah, they're coming at you, and they're they're grunting at you.
Good. Perfect. I jump on them and lick them to say hello.
Oh, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? Roll 1.
Bam. And my number. No, how dare you on a 1? That's
The universe wants that.
Well, here's the thing, Rick.
Yeah.
This dog has now shown affection. So do I. With his new friend.
Oh, dang.
This is the actual permission that they are friends.
Yeah.
So I am also given love.
Okay.
And you're on top of my head.
And I'm on top of their head.
Okay. First, you acted and rolled a 0.
Sure.
So, one of those parademons grabs you by the scruff of the neck and does not look impressed or run over. You
Jump
fall
on their
to the-
face!
Right, you fall
Face
to the
hug!
ground. And while this is going on, more and more of them are surrounding you.
Cool.
The numbers getting
Great.
kind of overwhelming.
Awesome.
Face hug.
They can't shoot if they're
Rough
not
roll.
overwhelming numbers.
Face hug the one that just grabbed a little too aggressive of a
The one who
pet,
asked me by the scruff.
but
Face hug.
face hug the one that has the scruff.
Yeah.
Jump, hug face.
Okay. Face hug. Okay, that's exactly
There's
what
no
I said.
other
hugger.
words to
Yeah,
say it.
no,
Yeah,
I
It's
guess-
not.
And there's
it's not
no
like
other
Alien.
meaning that has.
It's not the face huggers.
Right,
from
yes, I was
Alien.
like, yeah, face hug.
It's not that.
I mean,
I mean, we are.
It's like
On
it's
an alien
love.
planet.
It's
It's
like that,
love.
it's just
I mean,
different.
actually, you'd be the alien then, right? We're the aliens.
Roll.
Yes.
A.
So I will face hug.
no, I'm from here.
It's an
baby.
alien face hug
Roll.
by a beanie dog.
3. You want to roll?
Hi, new friend.
Yeah, you can roll. Oh wait, you're on the ground. You're trying to jump up to his
I'm
face.
on their
now.
head.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
just
I
lifted,
scruffed, and they are on top of my head.
which means it's a pretty
So,
short distance.
Yeah,
To
just right there.
It's like a falling
Just a little-
into.
basically get in their face so
Face
they're
hug.
distracted. They drop
Okay,
me, and then these silly
Make a
rainbows
rough
through
roll
the
for the
mob.
jump. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2 because you're a beanie baby.
What you gonna do? Chaos.
I jump, and I
Okay.
got my number.
Oh, and you got your number.
Successes.
Okay, so yeah, you successfully
success.
jump over to
Yeah.
the face of the parademon holding Jenny. And you hear from somewhere else on the barge the voice of Ralph the dog. Hey, Ralph the dog, somewhere on here on the barge. Do you have any questions?
Are these new friends?
No, they are not.
Bummer.
Ralph the dog, yeah. Then you now you are trying to hug the face of the parademon.
We'll
make,
try.
Succeeding.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3.
They're my friends, and I get more numbers.
The parademon.
2 and 1, my number, but.
Yeah, the parademon seems absolutely charmed by you. It's like, oh, look at the little, oh my God, look at the little thing. Oh,
It's not even a human. I don't have to pretend to be stationary.
and while you're doing that, all of a sudden, the parademon is engulfed by this strange purple energy that seems to make him, grab you hard and start growling at
That's
you.
too rough.
And then that purple energy encompasses you also.
no.
And you are evil for the next 10 minutes.
Why would you pick Gina for this?
I deeply want to cheat this timer.
Yeah.
So
You
the
are being held by the
eyeballs,
scruff of your neck.
the eyeballs go from like the glossy. Somehow they get immediately repainted, and they go to pinpoints, and then you just hear the fur vibration of the first time ever a true growl come out of Darling, and a slow, terrifying head turn.
Oh no.
God, this reminds me of
The
original
Ewoks?
Toy Story.
This is the best time
no,
though.
original Toy Story.
Because it's while we're surrounded by
I
enemies.
know.
With, what was
So
it?
if you're
Sid's
going to have it.
Sid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Sid is like.
I want to be Sid for Halloween next year, but that's another conversation.
And yeah, you are being held by the scruff of your neck.
Yeah.
And the parademon now throws you down on the ground.
Foolish mortal.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you. And they
Is there-
form,
is there
they
wearing-
form
are
like
they
a
wearing a
circle
suit?
around you.
Amazing.
The power.
Parademons wear suits? Good question.
Are they wearing
Yes.
paratrooper
yeah,
suits?
I looked it up.
Yeah, they're the kind
They're
of
kind
like
of a metal-y suit.
Yeah, like a futuristic kind of soldiery kind of thing going on.
I crawl up the pant leg and gnaw on the thigh.
Of the parademon?
You said I'm evil. You don't say who I'm evil at. I'm evil at anyone, and that thing just threw me.
Okay.
You're being a bad dog.
You wanna
Being
roll,
a bad
That is
dog.
bad dog behavior.
Do you want to roll over your number? Your number is.
I'm being a vicious bad dog.
Your number is 2. You can roll 1. You were being a vicious bad dog, but you are still this big.
Yep. Big things cause chaos. What is this?
Ruff, you want to roll
Yeah.
over your number?
Success.
Bam.
And I got another number.
Okay. Success with a consequence. You bite the leg of the parademon.
The last time I got sewed up, a needle was left.
Parademon, "Gah!" and just like this cartoonish scream as it kicks its leg into the air, and you just go flying straight up into the air. And while you're flying by, Ralph the dog comes by again on his helicopter. Yes, Ralph the dog, do you have any questions while you're flying through the air?
Why are you useless?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Mean dog.
Is that a question?
That's the
Yes.
question.
I'm gonna go off by
Not
myself
done.
and think about that with a sad face. Ralph out.
Aww.
And Ralph hangs his head and
And
flies
still
away.
self-doubt in Ralph.
And then you come flying back down and land with a thud right next to, in the middle of that circle again, next to Jenny.
All right, cool.
I got
It's all right.
thunder.
You're actually below the line of
How?
fire, so this is fine. You said that they had ranged weapons and they're coming at us in a circle.
Yeah, they're now like just kind of
Amazing.
standing
I'm
around.
going to go
watching.
immediately at one and bite it so that it fires off its gun prematurely at all of the people across from him. Because you shouldn't be in a ranged weapon in a circle.
All right.
Ranged weapon 101, Rick.
I mean, just basic.
I'm gonna take.
Yeah,
the-
You never point a gun at something you don't want to shoot. So, like, if you're in a circle,
All right, let's give it a shot. That's a precise move.
Yeah.
The numbers around you are pretty overwhelming.
and I'm
though.
just going for one gun.
So yeah, let's say you can roll under your number, but you can only roll 1.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, success.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you?
I wanted to help unintentionally because I am now viciously barking like a mailman's coming through the neighborhood. And everything is untrustworthy.
Tanks are basically cars.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm speaking from puppy experience.
Oh my god, yes.
It's a rough roll. You can roll over your number.
Mailmen are evil, apparently.
But you can again only roll 1 because at this point
That's
the
fine.
crowd of parademons
No.
is so dense.
I'm just throwing a
it's gonna
tiny
be
puppy
hard to
tantrum.
do anything to them. Yeah.
I'm not doing much but making a lot of racket.
Sure. Give it a shot.
Yeah, extremely tiny dog energy.
My number again, extreme puppy dog
You
screaming.
got any questions for Ralph the dog?
No.
Ralph out.
And that bumped me up to a full success.
Full success.
Yes.
Well, I am going to make you re-roll both of those.
Ooh.
All right, cool. One success.
1 success.
Yeah.
Okay,
Big
you
moves.
jump on one of those parademons, and exactly as you hope, it kind of like makes him like it jostles him and he hits his gun, and it shoots a ray that hits like a bunch of soldiers like in front of him. But it's success with consequence, so that laser like bounces off one of them and hits you, stunning you to the ground also, and kind of you are now sort of startled.
At this moment,
Meanwhile-
Teapot, who's been on the barge,
Yeah.
has climbed up to the top of the barge and has seen all of this going on. Like, I think they're in trouble.
Why do you sound so scared?
I sound like this all the time.
What? I mean, I guess that's valid. Okay, we should try to figure out a way to pilot this thing because I suddenly know how to pilot this. Ralph the dog told me how.
All right, first, do me a favor, both of you
Yeah.
make a sharp roll. You each want to roll under your number. You can roll 3 because you're a detective. You can roll 2 because you're a coward. We're trying to see if you successfully
Okay,
sneak your way through the
Cowards
barge.
are good at sneaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, I have to roll under my number?
3 successes?
3 successes, 2 are my number.
Okay.
1 success.
All right. You
Or
got 1
under my
success,
number.
but she got 3 successes. So I'm going to say she's so good she's able to help you along
I'm
as
just
you go.
following you.
So you're both good. And on the way you pass Ralph the dog in the
We
lounge.
give you our hat.
Ralph the dog, we have 2 questions.
Okay, we
She
got 2
balances it on
questions.
her doggles.
What is a weak point we haven't noticed yet?
Nice.
On the barge?
In the parademons like formation, I guess.
A weak point. I mean, we'll say that the parademons don't seem to communicate well on the field. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like they're. It's basically like the platoon. It's like it's such overwhelming numbers. It's kind of difficult from from your perspective to see anything that's really weak. Do you have any other questions?
Am I a good dog?
Oh yes, they're all good dogs, Manfred.
You're a good dogs.
Yay.
We're
And
all
just tail
good
wags. Tail
Ralph the dog
wags.
out.
Just like
Tail
at the
wags.
shoulder level.
Yeah.
And at the butt
Yeah.
level. And at the knee level.
Just tail wags.
Just tail
You have a
wags.
very interesting spine.
So yeah, you make it to the bridge. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
you're
so
going?
we would like to
Okay.
go to the bridge.
Cool. Is the bridge like overlooking? Because my idea is to have Teapot be so scared they knock over a bunch of boxes to at least cause a distraction or to land on some of the platoon of parademons.
Okay, you arrive on the bridge,
Okay.
and you sort of open the door all the way at the back, and you peek in, and you see all
See their
sorts
little
of
faces.
parademons running around, sort of doing stuff to drive, pulling levers, turning wheels and stuff. And there are, stacks of crates and boxes around you, like right around the immediate door, which you don't, you can't quite identify what any of them are or what's in any of them. Nobody has noticed you yet, but tell you what, make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number, you can roll 2, just to see how much detail you take in beyond what's obvious.
1 success.
1 success. Yeah, no, you just, there are a bunch of people there. They're running around. They all kind of just look like parademons and stuff to you. You don't really
These
notice
aren't
anything special.
dogs.
These are not dogs.
These aren't dogs. These aren't humans
What's-
either.
They are not. Do you? Okay, I think we need a distraction in order to get them out of this room. Do you think we could try, I don't know, delivering a pizza and maybe putting it in this room and then having them come over here? That's just one idea. I got a million more.
I'm a space dog. What's a pizza?
Oh my god. And with that, I would like to call Benny the cab with a pizza because I want to introduce my friend.
Okay, yeah, just stick out your thumb.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, racing through the hallway behind you, you hear like,
You're a dog. How do you call the cab? With my paw.
with
my
your-
paw,
with your
my
thumb.
paw, with my
paw
paw.
pad thing.
Just
Let me know
Hey
when
there,
I'm
bring the cab here. It comes like zipping out of the hallway. It's you called?
for pizza.
Oh,
Do you have one in you right now, by any chance?
Well, let me see here. And he sort of twists around and opens up his trunk and starts digging around and throws out like a beach ball and lamp and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Actual Roger Rabbit.
Actual Roger Rabbit who bounces through the scene in a gratuitous cameo.
Yep.
And
I love this.
It
I
just,
love
yeah,
this.
just grabs you, gives you a big kiss, and then runs away.
Bounces off into his own narrative cadabra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. He's on his own mission. And
That's Roger. He's
eventually,
my favorite person.
Benny pulls out. Yeah, I got this one. It's from Joe's Pizza in Brooklyn, the best pizza in the whole city. Take my word for it. It's
Try some. It's so
Yeah.
good. I give you one slice.
Yeah,
But I think
it's
we-
a meat pizza,
No,
yeah?
yes.
Yeah, so Teapot's like, and then like,
But like a white pizza with no
Dogs
tomato
don't.
sauce because dogs can't have nightshade.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome.
So I think what we should do is I think that we should lure them out here with this pizza and you should herd because you're really, really good at that.
I'm a herder, just like my human.
But the point is to get them out of that room. What do you think?
Let's do it.
So we would like to do that.
okay. Benny. Yeah,
Good
you're not
dog.
evil anymore. Good dog. We'll get back to you in a
We'll
second.
get back to that.
Benny comes, goes zipping away, leaving you with the pizza. And he, wishes you luck.
Best
Yeah.
pizza unlock ever.
Roll. Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number.
To deliver the pizza.
So how are you doing this?
Okay, so what I would like to do is basically I would Manfred Grown-Up would like to come into the room that's right outside the bridge and basically be like, we have a pizza delivery for Mr. Parademon.
Okay, that's a deception thing.
That's total tune.
And then exactly. And then see if I can lure as many of them out as possible. And then the idea is to have you herd them out, or maybe you to like sneak into the room and close the door so that you're in the bridge and you're piloting the thing.
I'm a pilot, maybe.
We're
gonna
about to
say
figure
yes.
it out. Yay!
Okay, let's one at a time.
Let's do it.
Okay, so that is a deception roll.
Cool.
You want to roll over your number. That's rough.
Yeah.
You are both a cartoon and a detective. You can roll 3.
Great.
Yeah, this is a
Your-
strong cartoon trope.
Your number is 3.
Yeah. Above or below my number, my
Above.
friend? Yeah. Okay. 2 successes.
Either
Roll
way.
my number.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So before you go in there, Ralph the dog comes through the hallway. Yeah, got any questions?
Ralph, what is your favorite kind of pizza?
Oh, I like peppers and sausage.
Do you want a slice?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, here you go.
And he, like, sort of
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
walks away doing his pizza dog thing.
Bye, Ralph. Thank you for teaching me how to drive one of these things.
I know, me too. And also,
Dang it.
Muppets eating food is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
As just like everything falls.
It's
I
just
love
actually me.
it. I just love it.
Okay, yeah. So, pizza delivery for Mr. Parademon.
Yeah, and with 2 successes, one of the parademons turned around and was like, I don't think I didn't order. Did anybody order a pizza? And the parademon's like, I don't know. And then you see like a murmur goes throughout the parademon crowd.
I'm pretty sure I got a lot of pizzas out here.
Well, what's the name on it?
Mr. Parademon.
Oh God, that could be any of us.
Exactly. You should all come out here right now.
God, yeah.
You're doing this. You're doing really good, Huff. Yeah, keep going.
Well, hang on a sec. And one by one, they begin to file out of the room. All of the parademons, and they sort of surround you, and they're all kind of trying to get a look at the pizza.
I'm gonna
receipt.
make a show of looking for the receipt while looking at you.
Yeah, and Teapot's like, and then while they're sticking there going,
Teapot is sneaking.
Okay, roll.
Sneak into. I'm a pilot.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2.
I would also.
I'm just saying, apocalypse pizza.
Your number is 2.
my number is 2. Yay, 2 successes, 1's my number.
All right, as you are sneaking, you hear Ralph the dog's voice coming from a nearby vent. Hey, this is Ralph the dog. Now I'm hiding in the vent. Do you have any questions?
Where are the cats that you said I could herd?
The cats that you said you can herd
I'm
are...
gonna need an exact location.
They are in a small nearby village.
Ooh, thank you.
Ralph the dog out. You go sneaking successfully through the room, and then you get to the bridge, and at the front of the bridge, there are 2 dogs at the front of the bridge who are not parademons and did not come out to look at the receipt because their last names are not Mr. Parademon. And they are both just sort of standing and staring kind of like out the front window. From the back, they're wearing some kind of, armor, kind of like the rest of the parademons. One of them is much larger than the parademons, and then the other one is even much larger than the first one. Still dog-sized, but,
Big dogs.
Teapot's gonna jump on the wheel, swinging the boat to the side so all of the parademons are tilted.
Oh no, I sure hope there aren't a bunch on the top deck. That would go so poorly for them, given that they're all herded in a mass together.
wow.
Yeah. While doing it, Teapot's gonna be like yelling,
Teapot.
That sounds like a disaster.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Teapot, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2. I feel like that's maybe generous, but
yeah. Well, it's like she's been piloting for a while. I'm gonna have to take a reroll.
Yeah, do it.
1 reroll.
Yeah, do it, because this is going to be amazing.
Wow.
Try a different dice. Take another. Try a different dice, though.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do one more.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your turn here?
Okay, 2 successes,
Yay.
1's my number.
2 successes, 1's your number. Okay. You go leaping through the air. And as you are leaping through the air, everything cuts to slow motion. And while we're in slow motion, Ralph the dog's voice comes over the PA system and says, "Do you have any questions real quick while we're still in slow motion?"
Are you a good dog?
Well, like to think so. Ralph out. And then slow motion ends and you hit the steering mechanism. And the
like
whole
just see this
barge.
corgi butt like weighing down the wheel.
Just like wiggle down.
Yeah, exactly like that. And the whole barge just sort of, just like Jabba's barge at the end of that Return of the Jedi sequence kind of just like starts to tilt. And all those parademons, some of them slide off the side, some of them are grabbing it,
I've seen this part of Titanic.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yes, it's just like in the Titanic. They're all
There's
sliding
one who
over the
falls
deck.
off and then hits a fan. It's great.
And you're on the deck, and you're on the deck.
Yeah. We drop low and have a nice low center of mass compared to those dumb bipeds. What?
Okay, you both have to make independent rough rolls to see if you were able to catch on without falling off the barge. You are an action character. You can roll 3. You want to roll over your number. It's rough.
I'm sacrificing one of my dice to Darling to try to focus on acting. So I'm not quite as good at it. I'm 2 dice good instead, but net number of dice is the same.
You are not supposed to be able to do that, but you are a good person, so I'm going to let it go down.
Do you want to...
Well, if that's the case, then
You're giving me a dice
to this trash person.
What's happening?
You can roll to try and help them in some way.
Sure. Yes. Happily. I'm trying to
Got it. Okay, well, since we were somewhere else when I de-evilified, what was happening was I had then attached myself to your tail, and it was the new chew toy, and I was hanging on for dear life while gnawing on it.
I accept this.
And then when I de-eviled,
Yes.
dropped down, and I'm now in a heap of sadness.
Yeah, when you re-gooded.
When I re-gooded.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea of what I would be doing then is that you're right near my tail, and I'm trying to drop low because that's what you dogs do if they. So, my butt is going down, and so my tail will just be curling around, and that's got you.
All right, make a rough roll for that. You can roll 3. You want to roll over your number. Your number's 5. Wow.
2 successes.
That's 2 successes or 3? I don't see the
yeah.
third. Oh, okay. 2 successes. Yeah, absolutely, that works. Now roll for your own, holding on.
So worse.
Again, 3. You want to roll.
It, in fact, does not go worse.
Wow, that is your number twice.
Yes.
So while you were hanging up... No questions for Ralph the dog?
Not right now.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap. Can I?
Yes.
Ralph! I'm so
Yeah, Ralph the dog.
sorry.
Oh!
I was so mean to you when the purple thing replaced all of my guts inside with chewed up bubblegum. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no,
I didn't
that's
mean
okay.
any of it.
That's okay.
You're the best dog.
I need that kind of fuel to sing the blues. Ralph the dog out.
I had 2. So I guess I should use the other one to ask if Darling's a good dog.
Oh, you are the goodest of all good dogs, darling. And Ralph gives you a pat on the head.
I don't deserve it. Thank you.
Come over and listen to me play anytime. I'll sing you a song. I'm the piano dog. And Ralph out. So yeah, you hold on to the deck. As those parademons go sliding past you, you are in the hallway surrounded by parademons.
I want to throw the pizza and yell fetch, but throw it like far away, and then try to get into the bridge room with Teapot.
Well,
Pizza
first
first
let's see
class.
how you handle the shift on deck.
Perfect.
So rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
Okay.
1 success.
One success. That's my number.
1 success. That's your number. So.
Well, it gets you away from them.
Yeah,
So, like,
sure,
I think the one constant.
Yeah, you managed to stay balanced, but you drop the pizza.
Oh,
and
dude,
it just
that's
like
bad.
falls face down, like kind
Aww.
Jelly side down.
Ralph runs over to the pizza, falling on the ground. He's like, "Oh no! God, do you have any questions?" He's sadly looking at the pizza.
Dogs don't care about
I
food.
love this stuff.
I don't care about dogs. 4 pizzas
Yeah,
the
that's
best.
up for
I got
grabs.
nothing, Ralph. I gotta go.
Ralph runs down the hallway. The other parademon sort of goes scooting into a wall and fall in a heap. You manage to sort of stay up but drop the pizza.
Yeah.
You are hanging on to that wheel on the inside when a big, a dog paw grabs you from the back and turns you around, and you find yourself looking at this dog who's wearing this, kind of purplish armor. And he grabs you. Who dare? Get a better voice than that. Well, who dare disturb the travels of Barkside?
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, I'm Teapot.
And he pulls you closer and says, I know not this name. Do you, Steppenwolf Dog? And he looks over, and the other one next to him sort of,
Why would it just be Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
to accentuate the dumb.
Or it would just be Steppin' Dog. Either one.
No, it's Steppenwolf Dog. Canon. And the other dog just sort of shakes its head, and Barkside looks at you and says, You dare fool with the ruler of all dog apocalypse.
I am a herder soldier like my space woman.
And then Teapot's going to lick Barkside's face because they're a coward and they're very intimidated right now. And sometimes when dogs do that, they'll lick. You know, they'll be like.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 1.
Oh god, I have an idea.
Whoa.
Yeah. Barkside seems like repulsed. You dare try and put your spit on my face, you...
Then Teapot, well, because they have a hold of their scruff, Teapot's a space dog and is just gonna flip out of the hold.
Well, I'm going to say you rolled success with consequence. So you try to do that, but, he holds on to you. And Bark says, enough of this nonsense. And he waves his hand, and the 4 of you are engulfed in this purple energy.
Not again!
And you fly up towards the bridge and are each sort of on display in front of him. And he looks over, and then he
Put us
suddenly
down.
looks
I'm
over
not a bad dog.
I know you. You are the one who defeated my master, Darkseid. Aren't you?
Yeah.
I must
Who's defeated?
thank you. Thanks to you, I was able to take over all of the armies of Apocalypse and come here to Dogpocalypse and start anew.
Did you do something with our humans on Earth?
Yes.
Give him back.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Give.
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 Enough of this nonsense.
I would like to roll for give.
Okay. Make you want to roll over your number? It's a diplomacy thing. You can roll 1. He is really cold of heart and not receptive. Your number's 5.
Yeah, that's just dog instinct.
Yeah.
Drop the ball. Cool.
Yeah, and he's enough of this. It's like, now is the time to destroy you. And he starts clutching his paw.
When do I get the
Yeah.
sword of protection?
Soon.
Okay.
Can I, since I've already been engulfed by this purple stuff, I have experience of the icky chewed up gum feeling it has. Can I try to break out of it, since I already know what it feels like?
You know what? I'm gonna say that this kind of happens too fast, and sort of you're all sort of
We're caught in a plot field.
you're caught in a
okay.
plot field.
Yeah.
As
It's like a fixed point in time. Just gotta let it.
yeah. And you sort of feel the purple energy crushing in on you, and then all of a sudden you hear this sort of like, and then like a, and like in your peripheral vision this explosion goes off, and you see something kind of streaking by, and then you all sort of lose consciousness, and everything goes black.
Teapot is used to fainting. Yeah. Sometimes the world's a lot.
Sometimes the nightlife gets left off.
Oh my
We have
gosh.
dogs
Can you just
circling
herd
our head.
fainting goats as you're like sort of
Yeah, it's like when Teapot shuts down. Then like in their head they're just like herding dream sheep.
Aww.
Yeah, you have a vision of herding dream sheep, and you're, seeing images of Darkseid, and everybody's having their own sort of really interesting hallucination sequence for this, And
Thank
let's
y'all,
see.
friends.
While you're sleeping, you have these images of Darkseid, and then these images of Orion float through your head, and in the vision, Orion seems to be trying to convey to you that he wants to give you the Astro Force, and when you need it, it will be there for you. And in your dream sequence, you see visions.
Tempest?
No, actually, not Tempest. It's strangely, it's this very large blonde woman. Yeah, who you remember very briefly, sort of seeing an image of once long ago, but you don't really know very well. And she sort of seems to be
with me?
trying to convey to you that the power of Grayskull will be there for you when you need it.
You mean the honor of Grayskull?
The honor of Grayskull will be there for you. Thank you for catching that. And the power. What the hell? You get both. You get
What?
both.
I get both?
Oh my God,
Adam
Vanna!
and Sheila?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
So you have that, and you have that. And we've done that, and you already know about that.
Yep.
Great. So suddenly you Doubleberg, thank you. Suddenly you start to wake up. The four of you start to kind of come out of it, and you hear like this sound. This
Teapots on their back like this.
Whoa.
Oh, someone gave some subs.
Thank you for the
Thank you
gift
for the
subs.
gift subs. Thank
Amazing.
no, but like really, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And gradually your vision starts to clear up, and you are in sort of a quaint hut with a dirt floor, and coming from a small basket in the side, you hear this, over the side of the basket, you see like the face of this tiny kind of like a dog man, like a
Like
Wookiee.
Manfred?
Time to go investigate.
And you walk over.
Because Manfred's a dog or a man. This
I'm a
is
human.
this is an am.
Yeah.
Yeah, except when you're dogs.
Except when you're dogs.
Except
Dog human.
Except when I'm dog.
You slowly wobble over there to find, what out of game I would describe as a baby Chewbacca, sitting in this basket, and it sort of very timidly looks over the side of the basket, and
I think that you hear 3 simultaneous awws. And Manfred grown up would like to give their coat and hat to this baby Chewbacca.
oh my God. So you you give the coat and hat to the baby Chewbacca, and the baby Chewbacca just sort of takes the hat and like pulls it on his head.
Maybe
and,
even holds a little cup of tea and has it rolled up like nothing that we have seen on TV currently.
No, because I haven't gotten there.
No.
There you go.
I just see the
This-
screen caps
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Same.
I've just seen the meme.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is an entirely original idea
it's
from me that has nothing to do with anything going on in
But
our
this is
life.
This is a
course.
kid,
Or
right?
anything to do with the Seven Samurai.
No, nothing.
Like, absolutely nothing. Absolutely.
So
Anyway,
yeah,
hat and
you,
coat.
yeah, you give the hat and the coat, and it sort of like gets twisted up in them, and it sort of and it sort of falls over.
It's a baby kid, right?
What?
Baby kid.
Oh yeah.
This is my job. I go snuggle.
Oh.
I am now this baby Chewbacca stuffed animal.
Oh.
That's accurate.
And it
That's
sort
fine.
of sniffs at you. And sort
I'm a good dog.
make a a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 3.
Can this just be the rest of this game? Of playing with this baby?
This is my baby now.
What did you think you would ever possibly do?
And it just runs and jumps on you, and starts kind of.
We tumble and then we're both just fuzzy fun things.
Yeah, it's like licking your face, and you guys are playing. And then you hear a voice from the door. It's, looks like they're awake. And you turn around, and there is this old cat lady who looks in, and she's wearing sort of like
Wait,
kind of
okay,
a-
when you say cat
Is
lady.
this a feline or is this feline
Is this me?
aficionado?
Oh no!
We were thinking the same thing.
It is a feline, a lady cat.
Okay.
Sort of
Fun.
slightly
From
anthropomorphic.
Star Trek. I'm
Yes,
learning.
You did a good
Okay.
Yes, like Acacian from Star Trek, but a little smaller.
Okay,
And
great.
she's wearing
Okay.
sort of like a tattered, would look like, almost like fatigues.
Yes.
She sticks her head in. How are you all feeling?
amazing.
And she looks over into the basket and sees you with a baby Chewbacca and, kind of nods at it.
What is it? It has smells.
Teapot.
It's not-
Cat.
Ooh, oh, and then Teapot like prances over and like, you're a cat. I'm supposed to herd you. And then Teapot goes behind them and goes, go into the room. Go into the room. It's like prancing. Go
Yes.
into the room.
And she takes a step into the room. Welcome.
More. More. Go into the room.
Welcome to our home. This is a small makeshift village. We are simple people, skittle farmers.
I put out my pot of shake.
You put out your pot of shake, and she takes your paw and sort of nods.
To be able to do that, she has to step further into the room.
Yes, and as she comes in, you pull him behind.
Yeah, Teapot says to herself,
Were you being
Herding successful.
Were you being attacked by parademons too?
No, we're the resistance. This planet.
Apocalypse.
This planet was once ours until Barkside came with his parademons and his armies and took over. We are the last line of defense. We rescue people like that orphan, whatever that is that you're playing with there in the basket, and
Other kid.
baby Chewbacca's and she looks around. We staged an attack on Barkside's barge. We were able to rescue you, but Barkside got away again.
ooh, Barkside's a bad dog.
Who's a bad dog?
Barkside's a
Barkside
bad dog.
He is a bad dog. We lived a peaceful life farming Skittles for Vittles. And
Skittles for Vittles?
yes, the Skittles are our Vittles.
Oh, he said what he said.
Especially the tender ones.
He knows what he did.
And Barkside came and suddenly we all, well, at least some of us picked up arms and tried to fight other ones.
Whose?
Well, whatever we could
Were they on the
find.
ground?
Some of them were.
I don't think they were real arms, but I did. Actually, that's a very. Was this in Toontown? I once found a bucket of arms in Toontown.
No.
That
well,
sounds horrifying.
It actually wasn't. They were really funny, and they made a lot of shadow puppets.
Oh, I like shadow puppets. They're on the wall.
Yeah.
And then I try to pound
And
the
then you
wall,
try to
and they're
chase
not on the
them.
wall.
It's great.
Who are you
Hi.
folk?
I'm Teapot.
I'm Manford Grown Up.
This is our human.
We're hero pups. Where's your
Also
grown-ups?
detectives.
She takes the
And
card.
in fact, in somewhere in this time, Manford Grown Up has drawn detective IDs for all of you.
Aw.
So so he hands over identification for all of us. It's drawn in crayon. It's great.
And she looks at that and then looks around. Okay, but how did you get here? What are you doing here?
We're here to bring back our humans on the planet Earth. Now I am a herd soldier. And then Teapot's like pointing to their little badge that Manford made for them.
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll. You roll 2.
One success. That's my number.
Okay, one success. Earth. You know, our spies have picked up rumors that Barkside was sending some sort of high-tech weapons to some criminal organization on Earth.
What?
The beagles.
Ma Beagle.
They were dogs.
I remember that.
Not even eagle.
Yeah, they were bad dogs, but
I know.
now they're good dogs.
They're good dogs.
Ma Beagle promised us.
Well,
You would never deceive us.
we were
Especially with a
planning...
hellhound there to make sure.
Yeah.
Yes, dogs there. Dog's a big hellhound, but sometimes they're small.
They're a good dog.
She scratches her head and sort of looks around uncertainly. Well, we were planning to stage an assault on Darkside, on Barkside's palace. The problem is we've used up so many resources in this attack, holding off his army and rescuing you. We're left with not many soldiers. We're mostly down to farmers now.
We can do
help.
it.
If you need help farming,
Teapot just kind of backs up and looks at everybody.
Do you know anything about skittle farming, little one?
not specifically, but I know those two words separately, and I know that they sometimes go together.
And baby Chewbacca was like sort of in support of your sentiment. Yes.
Do you have a space phone?
Space phone.
We have no space phone.
Oh.
How can you help?
Well, I've done one revolution on this planet. I can do another.
I've got a really good snoot.
I'm really good at herding.
She's really good at herding.
Really, really good. And darling can inspire anybody.
They're a dog.
Make a rough roll. I want to see, how much of, can you rhetorically convince them of your role in the Dark Side Revolution?
Do you
Sure.
need me to show us our identification again? Would that help? Can I try assisting with
identify
that?
our
Sure.
What kind of question is that? Obviously, it would help.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number, you can roll 1.
Yay!
Your number is 3.
That's one success.
Okay.
Yay, that's all you need for help.
You can roll 3 with success.
Yay!
It would be 4, but cats actually don't trust you.
Two successes, both my number.
2 successes, both your number. Okay, so she's thinking about it, and while she's thinking about it, Ralph the dog kind of pokes his head, through the side of the door, and he's just like, Ralph the dog here, do you have any questions?
Yeah, what is the thing with Fuzzy?
It's a baby, Wookiee.
What does it like to eat?
You mean like, what is it?
What's treats?
Oh, I thought you meant like if you ate
How
it,
do
what
we
would it be
feed
like?
it?
That's where they got the arms. Sorry.
It likes to eat,
Jerky.
frogs.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say porgs.
Oh, I would never do that.
Hey,
I
they know
said
how to cook
jerky.
them perfectly.
No. Marquis is so cold.
Hey, this is canon.
It's canon.
It's canon.
Yeah, no, I guess that's true. Fair enough. So
Well,
yeah.
but he couldn't bring
Ralph,
it
no,
all
yeah,
together.
and his head disappears. And what did you get?
That was two full successes.
2 successes. I've heard the stories of Jenny Wiffles of Apocalypse. Do you really think that you can help out here on Dog Apocalypse?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Well, let me go talk it over with the village elders. And she walks away, leaving the 4 of you.
Did it
What's
sound
up?
like she was lying when she said village elders?
I think it just took a while to remember the word.
That's fair.
I had to decide what the power hierarchy was going to be called.
What's on baby Chewbacca?
Baby Chewbacca.
You.
Look at the trench
just
coat.
just fur.
Besides me.
Trench
And
coat.
a trench
The
coat.
trench coat.
Like what you're wearing? Oh, yeah, the trench
Do
coat.
you have anything in your trench coat?
Yes, I got a lot of stuff. I got a black and white camera in there. I got a lot of tune. Honestly, it's a tuned trench coat. So
And the trench
Oh,
coat.
good.
The trench coat is way too
Yeah,
big.
that's a
and the
hammer
hat is
space.
way too big.
Wonderful.
And
I would like to dig around in the pockets of the trench coat for a walkie-talkie.
Oh, there's definitely one of those.
Oh my
in
gosh,
there.
it's a pocket clips.
make a rough roll. You want to roll over your no, you're trying to do something specific. Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 2. What the heck?
No successes.
Nah, you don't find anything. And while you are
that's weird.
hanging out there,
stuff in there.
you hear this flapping sound. And
The birds are back.
yes.
What in the
One
name
of
of
the
Hitchcock are
birds.
you talking about?
This shadow appears near the window. It is
Bork.
graceful and magnificent.
Yeah, you would think they're puffins, but they're kind of porg-like.
Huffins, Ellens, and Puffins.
Majestic, if you will. And Carrier Penguin lands on the window and greets you all. And it's got a ton of messages, so I'm going to try and do this fast. First, from Aki, congratulations on another incredible season of Tempting Fate. You're all the best. I love you. Boof. Thank you so much, Aki, our lockjaw from last week, our good friend. Thank you. And Warrior of Books, may the pups be happy, the players more so, and the cast and crew of Saving Throw have a wonderful end of 2019 and the best of 2020. Thank you. Same to you, Warrior of Books.
So sweet.
Be Right UK, cheers for the end of the season, but when are you back? Soon, please? Stick around, we will let you know information about that at the end. Mystery, greetings, I am Smith, Agent Sonny Smith, nice to meet you. I am here to deliver a callback, air horn noises. Thank you. Thank you, Agent Sonny Smith, and thank you for the callback, which I believe...
that is one of my characters.
From Men in Black, right?
I believe Men in Black.
Yeah,
we did the X-Files.
Was that X-Files or Men in Black?
Well,
or Sonny
it
Smith?
certainly was X-Files because that character's originated from Monster of the Week, which I was saying that could probably be hacked for Beast of Burden really nicely. So it's a very well-pointed callback, and thank you.
Now you know that I don't watch this show either.
It's not Smith of the Smithington Smites? It's not
No,
that
that's
one?
Miss Smythe of the Smithington, and absolutely not the Smorthington Smites from, as we know, the fundamental text of Tempting Fate. Who from
Roger Rabbit.
It's easy for you to say.
From June 2018.
My God.
If we do Roger Rabbit too, I'm bringing back Carmody K.
Yes.
all I
And
want.
Dark of Nate, if we do Roger Rabbit too, man, anything's possible. Dark of Nate says, happy season finale, doggos. Thank you for a fantastic season, and thanks to Dark Horse for the support. Have a great holiday if you were so inclined, and start off the new year chaotically. Thank you, Dark of Nate, for all the chaos you helped bring this season. PFW Scott, all these puppers are heroes, and so are you for bringing us their adventures. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, PFW Scott. Tatzelfest says, had a real rough week as one of my rats passed away. But
buddy.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
But looking forward to seeing the hero pups helped give me a good thing to look forward to. Thanks for being awesome, and I'll be imagining my little Temeri spirit. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it.
yeah.
Tamara. Is it named after the dragon?
Undertale. I think.
Undertale.
Yeah? Timmy? Right? I don't know. Let's know in the chat.
Would want to help the good pups. Thank you
The
so
dragon?
much. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
And Grendel's Motto says, you are all very good dogs. Enjoy your well-earned breaks. Also, woof woof arf bark bark. Ow. Arf arf.
gosh, thank
boof,
you.
Bark, yip yip boof boof woof grr boof bark yip arf arf boof. Ow.
Whoa. This is a family-friendly channel.
but that was funny. was
Cindy
funny.
David says, thank you for filling our Sundays with lots of laughs and Sam puns, which are the best puns. It is all known. You all are awesome.
I have spoken.
Yeah, thank you for registering your opinion. Feel free to always register your opinion about our pun content. Thank you, Cindy David. Mini Marker, hello, amazing players, GM and Dom. Thank you for a stupendous season of Muppets, Puppers, and more. Tempting Fate continues to be the best way to end the weekend, and I hope next season will start soon. Thank you so much, Mini Marker. And Heart of Handprints says, thank you for always providing reasons to smile, even during a hard week. I am sorry you had a hard week, but thank you so much for the comment. And thank you, everybody. On that, the carrier penguin stands up and spreads its wings and starts to flap them, and it rises into the air, and then the wind just comes from nowhere and lifts it majestically, and it soars through the window into the hellish, fire-filled sky of Dogpocalypse.
They're space birds.
After its adventures. And while we are here, Denoba sends a reroll to the table.
Oh, thank you. We needed it.
And Doublebrook sends a reroll to me.
Oh my God.
Also, while we are here, let me remind you we are doing the Dark Horse giveaway, where we have Beast of Burden and Battle Pugs and Dragon Age and Critical Role. All the prizes. If you want to see what the prizes are, hit exclamation point giveaways. And if you want to be in the raffle, hit exclamation point raffle, and then be around at the end of the game when we actually draw the winners.
Isn't it the raffle?
The raffle. It should have been the raffle. Where were you yesterday?
See, this is why you need to have me in all of the important businesses meetings. Also, I have a baby background.
I've been watching this happen.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, those eyes.
Baby.
Okay, game's over. I'm just hanging out with Baby Baka now.
Oh.
We already said we were making this whole game about
Yeah,
baby Baka.
we did.
I
Baby
did
Baka.
follow up.
God, that's amazing. So yeah, check out the giveaway. The carrier penguin disappears, and yeah, the morning comes, and you, as you wake up, light dawns on the land, and you already hear there's a bit of a commotion going on outside. As you wake up, you can hear people running back and forth, voices yelling sort of indistinctly.
Ooh, running.
I want to get up and I want to put my paws on the window and probably bark.
I also need
That was almost
Also-
Teapot. That
Yeah,
was
I needed
close.
to
I know,
It's the
because that
morning.
inflection is infection.
I need to be let out for the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh,
looking
you're
out.
puppies.
Yeah, we're puppies.
Oh dear.
You're looking out the window, and
Yeah.
you're just running outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to go, not with you, but
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go outside
You
too
can
with
share
Chewbacca.
a tree if you
I
want.
gotta go check out the Skittles plants. Because
Yeah.
if I'm gonna farm with them, I gotta know what they look like.
Teapot is not running outside, but is sticking their head out the door. Like,
Teapot, come on!
Wow, I'm okay.
It's
And
really
then-
nice out here. Look at all the places you can run around.
Well,
Teapot like inches out a little
Aw.
bit, looks around.
Huff is gonna do that thing where he runs up to you and then he runs away and then he runs up to you and then he runs away.
Teapot
Right.
chases.
Yeah.
you went first, so you look out the window. Make a sharp roll. You want to roll any number? You can roll 3.
Sharp roll, 2 successes. One of
Two
which is my
successes.
number.
Oh, okay. So, you're looking around. Ralph the dog pokes his head from the roof of the hut. Ralph the dog here, you any questions? Just hanging down from above you. Muppet legs dangling.
Can you describe what I just saw, and then I might have questions.
Oh, okay, sure. You look around and you see a lot of sort of the cats are sort of running around looking a little panicked. There are sort of cat soldiers among them who are dressed like the cat, the lady you met yesterday, the lady cat you met yesterday, and then a lot of them who are just sort of wearing, farmer duds, who are kind of like, they're hiding, they're ducking under stuff, things like that. How many successes? 2 successes? That's what you see. You run outside. Oh, yeah, you have a question now. Ralph the dog, what's your question?
What is around here that isn't immediately obvious to me?
Obvious to you. What is around that isn't immediately obvious to you? I'll say, there are. There's really not a lot. It's pretty much what it appears to be. There's soldiers, there are farmers. There is a village. The village looks like, it's relatively small. Like they said, it's kind of makeshift. It doesn't really have a name. You see sort of past the huts, they're sort of all encircled by, what are clearly the fields that have been tilled, and you can see little signs have been put in the ground marking which kind of Skittles grow where. There are underground little holes dug where some of the cats are like running down underground, sort of, but they're sort of small and shallow, just kind of like bunkers to hide in. That's kind of about it.
All right,
Roll
cool.
the dog out, and he sort of
Thank
pulls back up onto the roof.
All right.
You run outside, and you sort of see just cats running everywhere, commotion. Basically, a lot of the stuff I just described to them. Same for you.
Teapot starts hurting. Because this is what was promised before earlier in the game.
This is true. Teapot, make a
So Teapot is going to be
rough roll.
herding these cats into the safety holes.
Oh, okay. Make a
Yeah.
rough roll. If you want to roll over your number, you can roll 3. Herding is what you do.
Yes.
Aww.
All the time, much to their detriment sometimes.
I have no idea what you're
3
doing. They're always
successes.
perfect.
Yeah, and you are running around, like, pushing those cats into
Get
safety
in the
holes, like,
hole.
with just frightening efficiency. The cats,
In the hole.
they're a little bugged out, but they can tell that you're helping, so, they're going with it.
Yes. Ah.
They're all like, yes, I'm getting in the hole, get in the hole.
Like
You
crazy.
walk out
Yeah.
hand in hand with baby Chewbacca, who sort of walks out, and he kind of, he can only kind of like toddle.
Me too, bud.
And you're standing there holding hands, and you see the same thing, just, cats, farmers,
Yeah.
and a few soldiers running around looking kind of...
I am looking
paranoid.
around a lot, especially in the Skittles fields. And I would like to start collecting some of the ones that are on the ground. As doing a lot of thinking, lots and lots of thinking.
Did you tell us about your dream? About the Skittles.
Manfred
trend.
probably not. I don't.
Not
That's
you.
I don't
for
remember.
sure.
I don't
we
remember
did.
if we heard it.
I would say
If-
during that nightmare it was one of those like
Right.
nightmares. You might have heard like a couple of like, you know, like, no, don't put the thing in the basket kind of things.
You know, I think Teapot might have heard.
I think
Oh my gosh, get out.
I wore the shirt, Markia.
So you're just
I'm collecting the Skittles because I've been searching everywhere with how to contact people that can help me, but I couldn't find. They don't have a space phone here, and there wasn't anything in the pockets. Even though the 3 dog human said that there was tons of things in the pockets. So the only other way that I know how to make a message is to make one. So I'm like lining up Skittles one at a time to write a message for the stars. Because no one has a phone. And I don't have a comm badge. But I'm writing an SOS to Star Command. This planet needs help.
yeah. Okay, do me a favor. You know what? I'm not gonna
Skittle
make you roll for
message
that.
to the stars.
Yeah. You very slowly start pushing the
Skittle
Skittles.
message to the stars.
You start pushing the Skittles into place very slowly. While you are doing that, Baby Chewbacca is sort of, trying to help out, pushing
Yeah.
Skittles at you, occasionally taking them and eating them, and you have to replace them.
Oh,
Perfect.
You have to replace, then you have to put them back.
With his little paws.
I keep giving
don't
him
touch that.
more
Use that to
piles,
replant
but then
them.
he finishes the piles and then... no, you have to keep those there.
Jenny Waffles wants to go and lick a whole bunch of the Skittles to see if it tastes like Pippa and taste the paintball.
No, they're just Skittles.
I mean, but did Zonnie taste like Skittles? So
Well, yes, they like, sort of like Skittles, but, not specifically. You don't detect the sense or taste of those characters.
But it reminds me of my Pippa.
There's one of those, olfactory memories where, like, for like a moment, you kind of think, it's like there's something familiar, and it kind of comes and passes.
I keep licking them. Like dogs, will stress lick their paws or whatever. I just want to stress like some Skittles.
Scabby Rooster, thank you.
Oh, thank you for the raid. That's
Yay.
Thank
That's all I
you.
did out. This
So,
while
yeah.
he's buzzing.
You are trying to make an SOS message out of Skittles. You are licking the Skittles. Baby Chewbacca is eating the Skittles. You
Are talking to one of the soldiers and basically just like super impressed and trying to sound super official, and then asking if they've had any experiences with the parademons as well.
one of the soldiers stops. Oh, I'm sorry. What are you asking?
Hello, did you guys have any run-ins with parademons? Also, I'm an official detective human.
And as they're doing that, you just see Teapot in the background, like, get in the hole!
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
I'm having a real adult grown-up conversation.
Yeah, you are. You're like a real adult.
Thank you, some red shirt.
Above my number?
Above your number.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I don't have time for this right now. Of course I've seen combat with the parademons. We all have. Right now, I got to go get to my station. Haven't you heard? Our spies reported back to us. Barkside knows about the village. He's on his way here right now. We've got to
Right
get
now?
ready to defend.
How can we help? We want to help. I want to try and convince them that we can help.
Okay, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2 again.
Yay! Above and 2 successes.
How-
We got really good snoots.
Super analytical.
Well, we can use.
Super analytical.
We can use super sneaky too if you need us to infiltrate his forces.
I mean,
That is
honestly,
definitely
we can use
a
all the
good
help we can get. If you can fire a weapon, if you can do anything. I mean,
I'm
infiltrating
not
his
allowed to
forces-
use weapons. I mean, I'm old
not
enough to
allowed
use weapons.
You're old
That's,
enough to. Wait,
I'm an adult human.
and he looks
Wait,
over
let
at the
me go
rest
tell
of
my
his.
friends.
What are they doing over there?
We want to help.
Yeah, and you're still hurting the cats.
Guys, Darkseid is coming.
Who's coming?
Barkside.
Darkseid is coming.
Darkside's dog.
This
Yeah.
is gonna have to do.
Teapot has finished hurting and is just like so joyful, like filled with their element that even hearing about Barkside doesn't dim their joy.
Oh yeah.
They're really good helpers too. They're gonna want to help. They're just still distracted right now.
And you're still leaking the Skittles?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well.
I've set up
Love
my
to be more
message.
socially helpful with this, but
I can help. I've set up my message. How do I help?
They can help.
Well,
What was your message?
Well, you don't know I was writing a message. Oh, I
No, you just said
it.
I just you just said it.
I know some space rangers.
What?
Hey, Teapot runs
But I don't know-
over.
I don't know how to contact them.
Do you want a cell phone? Can I
Can
try and see if I have a cell phone?
Oh,
yeah. you
Or in proper tune fashion, like a whole old dialing phone.
Yeah, give it a shot. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? It's your code. You can roll 2.
It's no use. I looked in that pocket already.
No, you don't find anything.
Yeah,
You pull out a
there was
banana.
There's nothing
Yeah,
there.
pull out a banana. Oh,
You kind of hold it like a phone for a second.
You gotta hold it the banana out to the
we
soldier.
could try the way that dogs traditionally try contacting space.
howling.
At the moon!
Yeah.
But we already know who's on the moon.
Right, but this is a different planet, so it's a different moon out in space.
True. I did
It's
leave
not
a
the
Skittle
Inhumans
message for the stars.
I licked it.
The whole thing? You ate my message?
I licked your message.
Oh.
I figured messages are like stamps.
Oh. They might be. Oh, I forgot about postage.
That's why they haven't shown up yet.
That makes so much sense.
Should we
I
try
wanna-
howling?
That's okay.
I
Good
run
idea.
around. I'm gonna find a really good stick because those are very valuable and so very probably a postage.
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3.
I find a stick.
Ooh.
Full success.
Full success. Yeah, you find a very nice stick.
There's a stick on the ground, and now I'm gonna use it. All this power that I have, gonna totally abuse it.
And the cat soldier's just sort of scratching his head, looking at you. All right, listen. We have some guns. We're gonna need some people to shoot at the parademons, and I mean, what else can you do?
I can herd.
I can love.
I can organize revolutions.
We're really good finders.
Finders.
And I'm
Huh.
small and can fit in small places.
And
I also look like a dog, which are the bad guys.
Yeah, it's a bad dog. Bark side. I also have a power inside of me that I'm sure I could use when it came down to it.
Well,
I'm a
I'm
good
going to
citizen.
sort of try and figure out how we can use all this stuff strategically.
How about we get back to all your friends first?
Yeah, actually, I have an idea.
Okay.
Come with me.
Yeah.
And he leads you around the corner to this other hut. And then behind it, you see there's a tarp, and he pulls the tarp, and underneath the tarp, there is this red doghouse. And he says, strange thing fell through a space-time warp the other day. We walked around inside. It's strange. It's much bigger on the inside. It has all these pictures of this white dog and this little yellow cat. Little yellow bird hanging in there. And
Baby Buckeye, it's a home for you.
and it like disappears inside the doghouse. It's just
I stick my head in and howl, and you can hear the reverb.
Yes.
it says Snow Opie over the door here. We don't know what that means, but what we figured out is that it's some kind of a flying machine.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You can have it.
Yeah, I'm a space dog, and I'm pretty sure I'm a good pilot.
Maybe
I'm gonna say yes.
maybe you can take it out and see if you can scout what direction Barkside's armies are coming from.
Teapot goes into the door, just like, you know, like kind of. Ooh, it's bigger on the inside.
Can I fit in there too?
And then Teapot goes back out and looks at
We all go
y'all
in,
and
yeah.
like
Yeah,
praise
you
them.
all easily get in. Teapot, make
Get
a
in the
Oh, boy.
doghouse.
make a
Says Puff.
Get in the
He hasn't
cube.
shut up
make a
yet.
sharp roll.
Get
You
in
want to
the
roll under your number? You
box.
can roll 3.
Oh, it's sharp under my number?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
2 successes.
Hey.
One's my number.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm a space dog pilot.
You start that thing up, and as it's starting up, out of the CB comes the voice of Ralph. Ralph the dog, do you have any questions here? I'm on your CB. Ralph the dog here. Good buddy.
What should I be on the lookout for?
There are Cybermen in the vicinity.
Ooh,
Ralph the dog out.
bad dogs.
And with that, you crank the doghouse to life, and it shoots into the sky.
And Teapot has their doggles.
Yes.
They've gotten really good at piloting. It only took 3 episodes.
You fly off up into the sky and over the village, and surrounding the village are the fields of Skittles, and then surrounding those there are sort of trees and mountains and stuff. And as you fly over, you can see off in the distance sort of this column of smoke, and you head in that direction. And as you get closer, you see that it is a line of sort of marching Cybermen who are headed towards the village. Do me a favor. How many successes do you have? Just
I
2?
had 2.
Make another sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3 for piloting. I want to see if you're spotted.
1 success is my number.
All
None of us is a
I'm gonna make you
Dalmatian. We're not getting
re-roll your
spotted.
success.
Inevitable. Don't
So,
look at me like it didn't happen.
One of the-
Should I?
Whoa.
I didn't get it.
Worst case,
what
the
are you
chaos
trying to
comes to
get?
us.
Yeah. I was trying to make sure we weren't spotted.
So
So we're gonna
I got
be
right
spotted.
by the doghouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
There are no spots
doghouse
on me.
flying through the. I still do.
We
have
are
a,
not spotted.
I still
the
do have
doghouse
a.
is.
Yeah, the doghouse
They're
is
still
spotted.
safe. Dog logic.
I do have a question though.
Yeah, you hear Snoopy
can't
voice
see-
come
they
through the
can't see
walkie-talkie.
us.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not Snoopy voice. Ralph the dog. Ralph the dog here. What's your question?
Where's a safe place to hide the doghouse?
Well, the doghouse has already been spotted, so you'll have to.
After we've been spotted, where
evasive
can we
maneuver.
hide it?
There are all sorts of rock formations that you might be able to park behind, that kind of thing.
Do a trench run.
We're doing a trench
Yeah.
run.
Are there
Alright.
things-
Trench runs and stuff.
Are there things in the doghouse, or is it a big empty void?
No, there's things in there. It's like Snoopy's home.
It's unavoidable.
Is there big heavy things
That we can drop on them?
that I can
Make a
nudge out the
Just drop the
door?
palm.
Yeah.
You can make a
Like
sharp roll.
anvil.
Can I
exactly.
assist by creating like a basically
Yeah.
like an assembly line where we push
Very.
up to you and you can snoot it out?
Because I'm pretty sure Snoopy's doghouse has like a ton of guns and everything too.
It definitely has.
This is a
guns.
war machine.
Also,
that's
Snoopy's
canon.
a cartoon,
Yeah.
so there's a buffet
whatever
of
you
options
want
to
of them.
us.
I like the anvils.
Okay.
I like it starts.
I
with
would
sort of
like to
mundane,
try and assist,
mundane things.
basically.
Mundane.
Anvils.
A
Just
toilet seat.
Acme
a couple-
intensifies.
Yes.
Okay.
Eventually a piano.
Chaos reigns.
Sorry, Ralph.
You have been spotted on the ground. The doghouse has been spotted flying through the
Okay.
sky. While that is going on,
Yeah.
make an assist roll. You're looking for heavy things to drop. It's really big there on the inside of that little doghouse. So you make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. Your detective. You can roll 3.
You should play
2
musical interference.
successes.
All right.
Spotify do.
You can roll with help. You can roll 3.
Sound damage.
Great.
There's 3 of us. We're gonna
What
push
is
that
this?
Sharp. You want to roll under your number.
2 successes. One's my
Yeah.
number.
You
Sorry, Ralph.
Yeah, you
But-
find pianos and and refrigerators and all sorts of big heavy objects, big giant bed and kind of stuff. And
Whoops.
Ralph,
Look at all these things on wheels. Thank goodness. We found this thing.
Ralph the dog's voice comes
There's
through.
3 of us.
Oh,
We're good,
don't
we're
miss me.
good pushers. We're good finders too. That's what we're good at.
So Ralph the dog, what's your question?
Not a question, just sorry. Because all the pianos are.
Oh, it's not my house, it's Snoopy's, but Ralph out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh,
Teapot
because it's a
is
piano?
Because it's piano. I'm apologizing for pushing the piano off the thing.
Ralph's piano.
Oh, well. I'll get a new one.
There's another one.
Ralph out.
He's like, oh, doggone it.
Might be a pun.
There is a dog on it.
Oh, wow. King of double down puns.
Much
Teapot's
better than
hit-
downgraded puns.
Teapot has hit a lever where it's like it's got that music that Snoopy uses, where it's like da 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 da.
Yeah, give us that ride at
Yes. The Wagnerian music fills
Yes.
the sky as you go shooting over the landscape, and you start pushing.
Yes.
Okay,
It's like that
make
dogs.
a rough roll. You want to roll every number. You can roll 1
For what?
for your actual physical pushing.
Oh, I thought that's what that was. What were
you
the
were
other things?
looking for stuff.
Oh, yeah. We were
First you had
trying
to
to. We were
find it.
helping.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, it's okay.
Can I assist? Because while with me doing all the piloting, because I already did it with the ship where I was able to angle things so that it would be easier for things to fall over. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3 because your piloting's good now.
No.
You.
That's a big old no.
Okay,
no
you
help there.
tilt it over, and what happens is the doghouse sort of tilts on its side. The piano goes rolling, but it hits like a side next to the door. It doesn't fall out of the door, but you go flying out the door and fall.
I do?
Yes, falling.
And I'm like, I'm space dog.
To
What
the
a terrible
ground.
consequence on a help roll.
It was a help roll.
It's a help roll. Okay,
I was
I'll
like,
say.
why did all that bad stuff just happen?
You just don't get help. He said at the top.
Well, you can't hurt them, but
No.
All right, yeah, it's a help roll. I'll just say, yeah,
My friend's hurting hurts me.
yeah, it doesn't help. The thing sort of tilts wildly. You get no help. You can roll
I get 1.
So lucky.
It was a help roll.
Yeah.
Is this a rough or is this a smart?
This is rough. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 1. Yeah.
Those pianos are on wheels.
Success with consequence. You go pushing that piano, and as it goes out, you go right with it over the side.
Oh no!
We're all out.
Dang plot fields.
Just a tiny, because we've been through a lot now. I have a tiny unravel starting to happen, like it's caught in the wheel of the
So it's going to
piano.
sprawling 1 inch away
So it
from the ground.
falls and then
Yep.
just, wow!
Yeah, and you go plummeting towards the ground.
No!
I'm gonna try to pilot to save them.
Okay, make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number, but you can only roll 2 because this is very spur of the moment.
Okay.
I climb onto the piano and just do the dun dun.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll 1.
Okay.
Yeah, please, we're saving a friend.
Yeah, please.
I haven't acted in a zillion years, so I get to act
The
now.
same exact 6.
Nope.
Great.
Darling and the piano go plummeting towards the ground.
Dun 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 dun.
And right before they hit the ground, there's just like this explosion of light and lightning, and suddenly this TARDIS comes flying out of nowhere and scoops up Darling off the piano. And out of the TARDIS door peeks this tiny robotic doggy.
Hi!
Hello, I am K9.
Jump it, dog! New dog friend!
You hear our yelling going from scared to excitement. It's like, ah!
K9 like walks over to you and starts like scanning you, and then says,
Are we just falling simultaneously next to each other? What's happening?
oh no, the
no.
TARDIS
Okay.
swept you up.
Okay.
You are now in the TARDIS. I will say the piano continued to crash to the ground, and we'll say it fell like right in front of the Cybermen, who all now like sort of turn up towards the
Oh,
sky.
I didn't even get one.
Cartoon rules, it has to
Yeah, I was
have
gonna
gotten
say,
one.
yep.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
one, right?
I had to get 1.
It was a
Cartoon
success.
rules.
You got the foot of the one in front of it. So he's like, oh, my foot! And it's sort of like hopping up
Fortunately,
and down.
that was his Achilles heel.
Delete my pain. Delete.
Oh, God, Sam.
Why does it heal?
I guess we were warned. So yeah, TARDIS scoops you up, and I am K9. I am the companion of the Doctor.
Hi, K9, I'm Darling.
My job is to help save people.
Thank you for saving me too.
I like you very much.
I like you too. Hey, we've got one of these as well.
I will return you to your ship.
Thanks.
And K9 flies the TARDIS up and drops Darling off. And I will say, looks back at the Cybermen and sort of looks over them and says, this is very strange. Cybermen usually try to assimilate people. They simply do not attack for no reason like this.
Do they have an enemy that we can call to then fight them?
Yes, that would be me. And K9 zips back into the TARDIS, and the door closes, and the TARDIS roars to life and flies down there, and there's this like whirl of like, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Yes.
Like swirling
Doctor Who
around.
equivalent of the fighting cloud.
Yes, the fight cloud. And like, this
First rule of Fight Cloud.
this fight cloud of time
Blinding
surrounds
them
the
with
Cybermen.
rainbow and lens flares.
sucks them into the time vortex, and then it sort of like closes up behind them. And you can see on the horizon, that column of smoke that was following them as they walked towards the village. The whole horizon seems to be filled with those columns of smoke as you see like the armies of Barkside full on, just tanks, soldiers, parademons, as far as the eye can see, closing towards the village.
Anybody else have any powers besides me with the sword of protection?
Yeah, Astro Force. When they get there.
I left my message for the stars and Skittles.
All right, the buzzword.
Yeah, and so while this has been happening, I've been trying to ready the town because I've been doing some heckin' tactics because I'm a revolutionary.
Like training sequence. Okay.
Training. I've analyzed the sort of position of this village for maximum defensibility. Basically trying to use, admittedly, my first revolution was from the heart. This one's from the mind. You win the hearts and the minds.
Had you gone with them?
No,
Okay,
I
so you
wasn't,
stayed
and we
behind.
hadn't narrated with me in a while.
You
so
were on.
I was helping
Yeah, everyone
them
else
push
was
stuff
there,
out.
so like now we just.
So let's see how that
I will
goes.
have been doing things. Ideally, I'll get a beacon or a bacon. Either one.
Ooh, bacon strips.
I mean, training is like a sharp thing. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3. You're
Dogs are very good at training.
Yeah. Oh,
3 successes.
it's a doggy obedience school from a doggy.
You only
Uh,
need 3%
For
of a
cats.
population to stage
3
2.
successes, yeah. You have turned those cats in the course of like 20 minutes while they were gone into fighting machines. You're
The
teaching
murder
them-
mammal was within them all along.
Yeah, I mean it's like one of those like it's like they're learning how to like it's like do those like spear things where it's like it's a 1, 2, 3, what like those kind of things and
Extremely Mulan energy.
right
Actually, when you get back, there's a very, very tall pole, and there's one cat at the top, but it's because I barked at them.
Yes.
they're like digging defensive trenches around the village. They're like running drills. It's like they're really getting their mojo on.
In which Sam is Li Shang.
We'll say what you returned to the village with the news of what you saw the army
We have
coming.
reconnaissance.
I've readied the cats as well as I can.
We're ready, Commander Whiffles. Meow.
Whoa. That was very cool.
They're a revolutionary dog.
I see that.
Fight the power.
Okay, let's fight the power. Wow. That's cool. Okay.
There's Pop.
That's fine. Just pop.
You look over and,
Let's
and
make
baby
those
Chewbacca.
bad dogs into good dogs.
Good dogs.
Good dogs. You're a good dog. You're 3 good dogs.
Chewbacca is also honorary good
You're
dog.
good dog.
If you're people, I guess you're not good dogs, but
If you were dogs who were a people, you would be good.
I have a secret to tell all of you.
What? We can keep a good secret.
We're good.
I'm not
I'll
a
forget it
human.
later.
Yeah, you are. I'm looking at you.
But you're human.
Sometimes you're dogs.
But I'm saying I'm dogs all the time. And I think I'm okay with that now.
What? What? And hopping? What?
Maybe Chewbacca
gonna-
just watches you drinking.
I'm gonna chase your tail. Yeah.
so do you like
What?
as you like
Do you
dismantle
depup
some-
your-
We dismantle.
Constituent
Yeah,
hounds?
we're now actually like full on pups.
Chase.
Yes.
We're going to need a brief
Circle.
interlude of being puppies. Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby Chewbacca just watches the puppy interlude.
Yeah, there's character growth happening here.
Yeah.
Like being a puppy is so much fun. Why do people want to grow up and be humans? They're so boring.
People food.
Oh.
People food
But
smells
if your
so
puppies-
good.
Do you think you could
Pizzas.
sometimes
Pizza.
turn back into humans and get people food and bring it to us?
Yes, always.
pizza.
Oh, I love being sneaky.
And while you're standing there, you hear this like kind of rumble from the sky. and it's like suddenly starts, growing louder. It's like a little bit like an airplane. It gets louder and louder and louder. And you look up in the sky, and there are these just hundreds of little dots descending on you. And as they get closer, you see that they're actually the bottoms of feet. And as they come down further, you see that they are hundreds of Buzz Lightyear action figures, all parachuting in, and they land on the ground.
Buzz!
And they're like,
Hi, Buzz! Hi, Buzz!
"Darling,
Hi, Buzz!
you called."
Hi, Buzz! Hi,
Yes.
Buzz! You got my message!
We did, but it's strange. The light from your SOS, the Skittles, reflected so brightly, it broke the atmosphere, went into deep space, and was picked up by one of our satellites. Star Command has very advanced
That makes
equipment.
sense.
The stick worked.
I
It got
believe
really
All the other Buzz
far.
Lightyears are nodding and scratching their
The
chins.
licking must have made it shiny.
Yes, you're a genius.
That could have helped. Yes, I've seen that before, and the other Buzz Lightyears start nodding.
Thanks for coming, Buzz.
Anytime.
This-
What can we do to help?
Well, this whole planet is in danger and needs space rangering. There's a bad dog named Barkside that's endangering this whole planet.
I see.
Bad dog.
We gotta save all these people.
Leave it a revolution.
And he turns around to the other.
Zorg.
He turns around to the other Buzz Lightyears. Buzzes, we have a standard situation for Double ZA. Everybody take their positions, and you hear them all like, "Yo!" And they all start just charging out to
Pups
the edges
take
of the
notes.
village, and everybody
Pups
they all
wants to
start
be
taking
Buzz
up defensive positions and hiding themselves behind flower pots and cans and things like that, and just kind of just getting ready for
Presumably
combat.
knocked over flower pots because this is a village of cats.
Yeah.
Yes, all the flower pots are knocked
Everything's
over.
like,
Yes.
And then dogs came, so dig that up.
Well, where do you think the holes came?
I know.
And the Buzz Lightyears get into place, and the cats that you have trained are taking up their positions, and you can start to hear like trees start to fall. You hear, the sound of those tanks coming in, and they're coming in fast. You can see that, that dust cloud being kicked up on the horizon is now right kind of on top of you. And everybody sort of waits very calmly. And then from the trees starts to rush this wave of parademons who just shoot towards the village. And you sort of watch as the cats and the Buzz Lightyears start to engage them. And the combat kind of begins everywhere.
okay, so, Teapot is like looking around and then goes,
It's time to be strong.
and then jumps back into the flying Snoopy house to go straight to Darkseid to then enact the sword of protection.
You must be strong.
All right.
Time to be strong.
You got this, Teapot.
You have the sword of protection. Barkside is not on the scene as far as you can tell, but you're making your transformation?
Yeah, get into the thick of it with sword of protection.
Sure. You take the sword of protection and sort of
For the power, for the honor of Grayskull. And he goes,
and both the power and the honor of Grayskull crackle from the sky, and there's this magical dog transformation sequence where you
because
just
it's
spin
big
in
space
air.
corgi.
Your
Yeah.
fur
Like,
got so
it's really-
luscious and long.
Yeah, and you grow like 3
Yeah.
times your size, and
And
suddenly,
then becomes hero dog space corgi.
yeah, you're Tira.
Aww.
Rick Pons approve.
And you power up, and all the cats are like, ooh, and
Are any of
the
them
hair.
named Catra? It's fine.
Oh,
It's
no.
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Gonna steal us. I wore the shirt, Gravity.
You can't do anything.
yes,
by
one is
electric.
named Catra.
Yeah.
Makes you a couple hard eyes.
Yeah,
Teapot
Tira's
on
going
top of it.
charging
And
into the
pouting?
thick of it. They are a strong.
all right. Tira, you do
shoot
damage no
her.
matter what because this is a tier. But let's just see how much no matter what. Give me a rough roll. Do you want to roll over your number? You can roll 4 because you're.
There was a
You're
scorpion
Tira.
last episode. You scorpion.
Yes.
I didn't even
4
realize.
successes. One's my number.
Oh wow!
Oh!
So they're wrecked.
Right, as you're sort of getting,
Puppy
you're
power.
getting
Rolf's
yourself
just
ready
there
to
to watch.
stretch it out. Rolf walks up and is like, Rolf the dog. Anything I can tell you?
Where is Barkside?
Barkside is on his way, and we'll
Running
be here
around.
very shortly. Ralph out, have fun. And with that, you,
It's like, woof.
yeah, with a mighty woof that like it's like it hits the village like a thunderclap. You just go charging into that crowd, just hitting parademons left and right, like picking up one, throwing them into the other. It's like bowling them over like bowling pins. You know, it is like the cats are just like they just stopped fighting and they're just like cheering you on. The Buzz Lightyears are, you know, they're all
Pups
you know
going
sort of
crazy.
like chanting your name. It's you know it's just
This
it's
life form is amazing.
yeah, right. We've got to recruit this one for the command. Yeah, you are doing massive damage. I'll say that as you're fighting, the sky sort of turns dark and sort of purple clouds gather and crackling sort of purple lightning comes. And Barkside descends from the sky, levitating. And he sort of waves his hand, and like purple energy sort of flows over everything, making it very difficult for everybody to move.
Chewed gum.
And he says, "Enough of this silliness." Oh, sorry. Enough of this silliness. I can't remember the voice that was something. I, because I am the heir to Darkseid, have the power of the anti-life equation. The anti-life equation can do anything. It can turn anything into everything and everything into nothing. Watch me demonstrate. And as you watch, right before your eyes, Barkside waves his hands, and all those Skittles you left on the ground, they shoot up into the sky and they turn into stars. And then those stars like start to cave in on themselves and crackle and turn to dust, and the dust like all rains down. And that dust, you know, you see it's
Skittle dust?
yeah, it's actually ash. They're burning.
Oh.
And you start rolling around in the ash. And you smell it, and you realize that ash, it's the universe itself. Barkside has used the anti-life equation to convert those Skittles into the universe itself, and is burning it in front of your eyes. And then you realize the Skittles are gone. You know, that were there before. You didn't even eat them. They're gone. They just burned. And then he snaps his hands, and it all goes back to how it was. Barkside can do anything now. Am undefeatable.
I want to try biting
Bark.
his ankle.
You're barking at Barkside?
And I'm
Yeah.
biting
You
his
bark
ankle.
at Barkside? You dare bark? I am the one who barks.
Bark! Bark! Bark!
Bark!
To what end? Like intimidating?
Yes.
Astro Force.
Oh.
Oh.
Bork.
Bjork.
Okay.
Mine's intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation.
Total intimidation.
Power, we're the
I
backup.
mean, we really need this
Yeah.
from a super fearsome, like, yeah, just not me. Obviously, it's Darling.
Let's start with the intimidation ones.
Yeah.
Are you also barking for intimidation?
Yeah.
Also
All
bark
of us.
for intimidation.
Also bark for
We're the
intimidation.
Also,
backup.
I'm barking because
Ankle.
everyone's barking.
We're the
Yeah, yeah, just barking
Why
because
don't we
everyone's
make
barking.
3 separate intimidation rolls? You all roll rough. You can roll over your number. You roll 2. You can roll 1. You can roll.
I'm T-Ra.
You can roll 3.
Yeah.
T-Ray, you can roll 4. What'd you get?
You didn't even get it.
One success.
1 success.
So into
4 successes.
4 successes. So Tira got so many successes between the 3 of you. Like Barkside, you know, sort of, you know, backs off. I see that you are strong, but takes more than that to scare Barkside. Once, long ago, Barkside was innocent dog in Russian space program, shot into space. And by those evil humans, I swear I will destroy every last one of them.
No,
And did any of
humans
my
are
doggy
evil.
brethren come to help? None. They did nothing, and I drifted through space until I was rescued by Darkseid and turned into what I am today.
Actually, really sad.
Yeah.
And I have sworn my
Those villains
revenge
have a
on
nice
all.
story.
I know.
Yeah, so
You're
hold
not
up
a
there,
bad
because, like,
dog.
there's no smells in space. We couldn't find you.
Darkseid is not moved.
Yeah, really?
Roll a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll.
Yeah, this is Pups. There's, like,
You can roll 2.
That's 1 success.
Do you want to reroll? This is
Bad idea. Fortunately, now I get my number too.
And Barkside's thinking it over. You hear Ralph the dog pokes his head between Barkside's legs. Ralph the dog, here, quick question.
What melts Barkside's heart?
Oh, what melts Barkside's heart?
Scritches.
Lava.
I bet you Darkside doesn't give him doggy scritches.
Barkside used to love scritches, but you know where he loved those scritches is a different question. So scritches somewhere are the key to Barkside's heart, like he used to get from his old master back in the space program
On the top of the bench.
before he was coldly shot into space. So you got
I got a success.
one success.
Yes.
Barkside stops. I have not seen other Earth dog in so long.
You could sniff my butt.
Maybe later. Maybe I won't destroy you all immediately. I just destroy the cats, and you can come to my palace and live with me as my pets while I conquer the universe. Have made deal with Beagle Boys to kill all humans on Earth.
I want my humans back.
I have shot them into space
What?
in revenge.
And I want them back.
They shot me into space is only fair.
Those ones didn't.
One
My mama
human is
and-
good as another.
Not all dogs are the
good
same.
detective.
Yes, some dogs are Barkside.
Right, so not all of them are the same. So not all humans are the same. So you can't just shoot them all into space, because some of them are mine, and some of them are darlings, and some of them are teapots, and some of them are Manford grown-ups. Slash half Ellen Puff, thank you. Yeah.
And all of
strong
them
independent
are
dog.
evil.
That's not true.
Only mine.
I don't think you're evil.
I think you had a bad dog of a human raise you, but you're really a good dog.
I bet there's things you miss about humans, like Scritches. You remember Scritches?
Scratches.
Or sniffing really good stuff.
Barkside scratches his chin with his paw, and as he's doing that,
see now.
Steppen Wolfhound comes charging over.
Steppen
the
Wolf Dog,
wires.
we have to keep consistent.
Sorry, Steppen Wolf
Which is a
Dog.
shame, because Wolfhounds are kind of... that's fine.
Yeah, retcon. Yeah, I've
Irish Wolf?
started calling himself Steppen Wolfhound in the last day.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I accept his change of branding.
Yeah,
It's strong.
thank you. It's better for the
Yeah,
Um,
they're
so-
huge dogs.
He comes
Post.
charging over the rise with a couple of parademons and starts surrounding you. All right, get away from Barkside.
Tira goes for it to head to head with Steppen Wolfhound.
Okay.
Yes.
And I want to try and draw the parademons away from that so that you have a
Yeah.
better.
Nice.
Make a help roll. You
And
wanna
there are
make
3 of you,
rough.
so you can drop.
Yeah.
You can
drop
roll
your
over your
roll.
number. You've done this a couple of times already. You can roll 2.
And can I just run to go be on Jenny's head?
Yes.
One success.
You get that without rolling.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
So I
So
have
you get help. So you can roll with help 5.
Okay.
Steppen Wolf Dog is, he's putting on his brass knuckles. He's stretching. He's getting ready for the fight. Come on.
Tira's adjusted her tiara.
Tiara.
Yeah. Has
Yes!
adjusted her tiara. Because just
Yeah.
full it's very cute. It's like a little white cape with points up and little doggy shorts.
And baby Chewbacca kind of runs behind you and kind of cowers behind your leg.
1, 2, 3 successes. 1's my number.
Wow. Do you have any questions? Ralph, do you have any questions before you deliver the speed down?
Oh, what is the what melts Steppenwolf Hound's heart?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Steppenwolf.
This is gonna be a wholesome battle. I'm so sorry.
Steppenwolf is really into pop music.
Pop music?
Yeah.
That's pop culture.
Pop.
Pop music, pop music, whatever you want.
All of it hits right now.
So Steppenwolf is, all right, come on. Let's do this. Think I'm the baddest. You think you're bad? Come on.
Tira
Talks a lot like Ralph, I guess.
gets on all fours and is posed to strike, and then starts, "Don't go breaking my heart, My heart.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I should have known from the start. My heart. And then they start dancing, and then there's like that
That's the cat back up.
Because there's like a full team. Like this is a full team of backup dancers right here.
Right.
Yes,
Also,
back dancing.
So some of the little Buzz Lightyear sort of join as like a backup dance
Elle's really
crew.
enjoying some Puff is
It's the
grudgingly
Bark
back
Street
up
Boys.
Yeah,
Boom!
Damn.
Yes.
baby Chewbacca's
Damn.
bouncing his head back and forth doing a little baby Chewbacca dance.
Oh, yes.
Roll 4. You want to roll over your number?
Them. It wasn't in sync, right? Yeah.
No,
Did we really
I guess
not?
the Bark Street Boys.
Roll,
you're
We're
right.
playing games
Yeah.
with my heart.
roll
Yeah.
4. You want to roll over your number?
Okay.
It's rough.
It's definitely not in
So
sync.
this is a space hero story
Yeah.
where the climax is a dance-off. Just to
Yes.
be completely clear.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Huh. Nobody's done that before. 3 successes.
We got to it organically.
And then
Boy
plus,
Band,
like,
Backstreet
it
Boys.
totally fits where it's like you have 90s
all right, 3 successes.
bands.
I'm going to make you re-roll all 3 successes.
The last of it.
Bring it right back. Bring it right back.
Bringing it back.
You got it.
3 successes now and one's my number.
Boom!
And in fact, I'm
Fuck you,
gonna
Dragon.
take one of our ones and I'm gonna
Do it.
and now it's 4 successes.
Oh!
Wow, 4 successes.
Hyper style.
Bye,
do you have any questions for
as
Ralph
they
the Dog while
say.
you're here?
That's insane.
The cats are dancing
Boy
along,
bands.
but say that in a question form. Are the cats dancing?
Oh, yeah, the cats are absolutely dancing. They're really
What
good.
kind of moves are the cats dancing with? See, leading questions.
Yeah, what kind of moves are the cats dancing with? Like,
It's kind of like
are they doing that side thing?
It's kind of like jazzy, you know. It's got.
Oh, there's a cat in the back who's doing the Shaq wiggle.
Oh yeah, it's doing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of that.
Oh.
Just like that. Yeah, and Steppen Wolfhound is just totally caught up in it. It's just completely forgets everything as you just totally take him out of the battle with rhythm. He's just completely like dancing in his own space, and the parademons who have chased you off also have fled the scene.
Yes.
Barkside is not strangely lent a hand to Steppen Wolfdog. He kind of shakes his head. Ah, God, weakness for Backstreet Boys.
Bark Street Boys.
Yes, I'm NSYNC fan myself.
Me too.
And he sort of looks over at you. So you're ready to be Barkside's pet now?
I'm going to walk up. And then I'm going to pause up. And with one of my paws, scritch under his chin where he had just scratched.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And that's like the most polite way to greet a dog. After they sniff you, if you scratch under their chin and they're cool with it, then
Yeah, it's always
other-
under the
then
chin,
other
not over the
scratches.
head, because they get a little freaky.
Roll a rough roll. You want to roll over your number, you can roll 2.
May I quickly assist since I'm on their head and I
That's
am now
true.
perfectly eye level as well, but slightly top dog. I want to make sure that I never go fully too top dog over to disrespect or, as you said, make the uncomfortable like overhead thing that would frighten a dog. So just always keeping my head level with like a snoot to snoot, like no danger, like face.
So darling.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number, you can roll 3.
A diplomat.
Oh, diplomat. Sam points.
3 successes.
Yeah, you get an extra.
None.
Use them
Yeah,
all.
let's do it.
Use them all.
It's a rough roll.
Use them
kids.
all,
It's-
use them
it's-
all.
This is
Use them
I know,
all.
this
Use
is
them all.
it.
Use them all.
I know. Still none. It's a rough roll, and I'm
know.
sharp. I was sharpened.
I know.
Yeah.
Barkside grabs you.
No!
I am afraid it is too late for me. And
I let
for
him.
you. You let him.
Yes, I let him grab me. I don't do anything in response.
He
I
throws
say
you.
it's never too late.
You're trying persuasion.
It doesn't have to be a roll. You can still throw me. But
Okay.
he has to have heard it.
Yeah, he takes you and he throws you down to the ground and you just go rolling over. I'll say the three of you now sort of close back in.
Four.
The four
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
yeah.
5.
baby Chewbacca.
5 of us.
Oh,
There's
wow.
6 of us.
Yeah, 7.
Because 3 baby Chewbacca and then us.
The
two.
pack.
True.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
pack.
there's 6.
Yeah.
The pack reconvenes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, and you all surround Barkside. You think Barkside is afraid?
No.
Barkside never afraid. And the
I'm-
purple energy starts to crackle around his
No.
hands.
I
His
know
eyes.
you're afraid because I'm afraid all the time. And I understand how big the universe is and how you can strike out at other people, especially humans, because you have that fear inside of you, but you don't have to do it with us.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2.
2 successes.
Sometimes humans are bad dogs, but that doesn't mean that we have to be bad dogs.
Perhaps humans are not as bad as I think, but dogs certainly are. And he raises his fist and it sort of crackles with that purple energy, and this like sort of ball of energy forms around it, and he hurls it right towards, let's say, the floor by Jenny.
Jenny doesn't move.
You don't move?
Just right by me.
Okay, and it hits the ground next to you, and the ground sort of like explodes and sends you sort of like flying, a few feet over.
Jenny!
And I get back up. And I sit. You're a good dog.
You're a good dog.
I'm not a good dog. And he gathers up his fist, and purple light starts gathering around it again, and he throws it on the ground in front of Manfred Grown Up. That purple ball comes flying straight at you.
We dodge, and we'd like to, in retaliation. Well, I guess this would be 2 rolls. One would be to dodge, and then the other would be to jump on his face and give bunches of licks.
Okay, first let's try the dodge.
Yes.
It's a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
Okay, 1 success.
Okay, success with consequences. So I'm going to say you dodge, but
Yeah.
the consequence is when you dodge, you sort of fall to the ground, and it sort of
Makes
can
sense.
kill your ability to make that next move.
Makes sense.
But you don't get hit.
Okay.
You're no match for Barkside.
You're a good dog.
And he gathers up another bout of energy, and he turns towards Darling and Baby Chewbacca,
T-Ra jumps in front of them.
and he hurls it. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 4, Tira.
4 successes.
4 successes. That the energy it hits you, and it just like bounces off and goes right back towards Barkside, and knocks him back off of his feet, and he stumbles and falls, and he's all
Charge.
startled.
Charge.
Charge.
We're all
You
charging.
charge?
We're
Or you all
charging
charge?
towards him.
Walk. Yeah.
You're also charging.
Yeah.
This is not an attack charge.
This is an
This
attack.
It's
Oh,
they're
it's-
off guard.
it's
Going
scritches time.
towards him.
Yeah.
It's
We're moving
scritches
the
and
bitches
love
and
time.
legs. Yeah.
Time.
Dog
Yeah.
pile.
This is a dog pile, yeah.
Yeah.
Dog pile. Oh. So okay. Let's call that a rough roll. How do we want to handle this?
I assume Darling's taking point quite honestly.
Darling,
Oh,
take
yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Manfred, why don't you roll
Me
the
and
help
Chewbacca
roll?
are
Great. What am I rolling?
walking
Rough,
up.
Yeah.
Baby
rough, you want
Baka.
to roll over your number, you can roll 2.
And I'm going straight for the
1
for the
success.
chin, because
which is
that's
all you need.
where I
Help.
saw Jenny.
You can roll
Chin,
4
chin.
with help.
Chin, chin, chin.
and
Not by the
We
end
are-
of my chin, chin,
We are
chin.
gonna snuggle the crap out of that chin.
Baby Baka comes up behind you. You can roll 4, you want to roll over your number.
3 successes. 2 of them are my number. Rolf, join us!
Oh, oh my God! I love snuggling dog chin. And Ralph jumps in there and is rubbing his little muppet head under Barkside. Stop that! Come on! Stop!
You're a
Hey,
good
hey,
dog.
Stop! That's not a good dog! Stop it! Tickles! Hey!
But your human didn't throw you away because you were a bad dog. You're a good dog.
If anything, it sounds like your human thought you were a space dog, a space explorer.
You're a good dog.
Make a help roll, Ruff. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2.
get help. 2 successes.
You can roll 3 with help. You want to roll over your number. It's rough again.
Yay!
Whoa!
Needed to happen.
Yeah.
3 6s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are a good dog.
Good.
Sam the
job.
left with the dice.
Because this is a method straight from Callisto.
Wow. Okay. And Barkside sort of slowly gets to his feet. Good dog.
Good dog.
Good dog.
And he raises a stop attack. And suddenly, like, you hear all the gunfire around the village stop, and the parademons sort of stand down. And then Barkside looks at, what happened now?
Well, I mean, I live with evil people. You could come live with me and we could all do crimes together.
The crimes, eh?
Yeah.
And if you want, you can come with us to Etheria sometime, and I can teach you how to herd.
Or if you ever want to be a detective,
Oh.
we're a detective.
I'd probably have to ask my kid's parents before we got another dog. She says okay.
And one of the Buzz Lightyears is like, and if you're ever looking to join Star Command, we could use a good man. And hands him like a business card, and then they all sort of walk off, and the Buzz Lightyears kind of take off.
Gina puns.
Yes, Gina puns. I guess that's a pun. Yeah.
Gina wordplay.
Yeah, wordplay. Yes. Good catch. And yeah, the Buzz Lightyears take off.
Take me with you.
I'll epilogue us out. Basically,
Yeah, where's our kid?
the
Oh,
hero
my
pups.
God.
You stay in the village and celebrate with the Resistance, sort of Return of the Jedi style. There's fireworks and Ewok
Get to the
dancing,
party.
and all this stuff.
Yay!
Get in the conga
Valiant.
line.
It's just a big sniffing snoot.
And Barkside
of
doesn't
butts
want to,
conga
but like he's
line.
being herded.
Baby Chewbacca does a
Yeah.
baby Chewbacca dance.
Sepp and Wolfhound is totally dancing.
And then Barkside uses one of his shuttles to fly you back to Earth, where you come to find, because Barkside never attacked, all the humans are back. And
What are your reunions? Do your reunion!
I mean, Eddie Valiant just drinks a lot, so...
And,
Oh,
and he's
nobody
looking at you.
loves you.
What are you looking at?
Hey, you're here!
Yes, of course I'm here. Where else would I be? I work here.
No, it's hi. We're ready for our next job.
Shouldn't you be working on something?
You are right. I'm just really, and then we puppy pile on Eddie Valiant.
Yeah, and you start kissing him. And what's your reunion like?
Well, they're in the hotel room still, right? So I plop back onto the bed, and I limp up to my kid, and I put out my paw where I had become undone from the piano string. And my kid needs to fix my surgery.
Yeah,
And
your surgery. Oh, wow. Were you on an adventure? And then I'm gonna scoop you up and call room service to get like a little sewing kit. And we're gonna and in the meantime I'm gonna set up a little station with all the pillows to stitch you up, and you're gonna cuddle you, and I wanna hear all about your adventure.
tell you about my
Yeah.
And you get a ride from Barkside back to Etheria, where you link up with. Oh no, you were in New York. So yeah, you also go back to New York, where you find Tempest right back on the street where you last left her.
Them.
Last left them. Excuse me. And
And then Teapot jumps into their arms vertical leap, and it's just all wiggly dog and curly
wow.
and it,
Hi,
and it's
hi, oh my gosh.
I'm a herd soldier too. At first I heard it. There was a big orange cat eating lasagna, and I herded them. The herding was successful, and then I herded some dogs into a basket, and I was good in the basket, and they got in the basket, and it was herding successful. And then there were Beagle Boys, and they were on a dock, and I was like, get off of the dock, and they did, and it was herding successful.
and then Teapot goes through all of their herding for the entire 3 episodes.
And Tempest makes little military ribbons for each successful herding to pin on the collar for just all the successful herding.
And Jenny Waffles,
Yeah. So
you're back in the
Yeah.
bank vault.
Zani and Super Colony were just exploding a vault, so they come back and open the door.
And their dog is.
Successful crime, darling. Oh, we did not forget about you. Don't worry, you sweetheart. Tons of treats. We robbed a bakery on the way home.
Like, oh,
I
that's our
basically just
darling
like
dog.
right past the treats.
Oh.
Like the absolute favorite treats in the world
My.
aren't even there, but only Zani and Super Colony are.
Who's a good revolutionary?
Oh, what a good baby! Oh, you're such a good dog, Jenny. I knew we had a good one, Super Colony.
The absolute best, my dear.
They're such good dogs.
And as you're standing there, a batarang just flies out of nowhere and hits the wall, and you're like, we better get out of here. And
Follow me. Dig, 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 dig.
And Jenny Waffles picks up a little bag with a cartoon dollar sign and follows.
And then we hit the end. And then there's a cutscene after the credits where we're back up on at the Skittle Village, and the cat and baby Chewbacca are all doing a really elaborate dance to like Backstreet Boys songs. You know,
And Steppenwolf's there too.
Steppenwolf's there, yeah, Barkside's there. They're all into it. It is a huge party.
It's a whole just like as the credits go, you just have the
Is there a star wipe?
Yeah, there's a star wipe.
There's
There's little like blooper scenes that play in like a little window like from filming. And
all the times that like Jenny Waffles tried to get on the barge.
and he's like, well, I can't, I did it every time in rehearsal.
You find out that Teapot actually has a British accent.
Do you remember when like Pixar used to do blooper reels
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for animated movies?
Exactly this.
Yes.
So does that mean the behind the scenes of the puppeteer work for Darling?
So thank you so much for an incredible season. Yeah, and thank you for Hero Pups. Oh my god.
Thank
Thank
giving
you
us this.
for our hero pups.
Yeah.
Bless
wow.
you.
Bless you, Dom.
You're good dogs.
Oh, and thank you, Cinderflame, for the sub.
Good dogs.
So
All right, the raffles.
yeah, let's do this.
So
Let's do the raffles.
waffles.
As you remember, it's probably not too late to join in. If you hit exclamation point raffle right now, you could probably still get a ticket if you were in the.
Try.
We're giving
Try
away
is
all
free
these
and
awesome
still
Dark
be in
Horse
chat.
comics.
Yeah, you've got
You should
seconds.
do it.
Get in the
Get
chat.
in the chat. Get in the
Here is
raffle.
my list. No, that is not my
Get in
list.
the raffle.
I love Teapot.
I do that voice
Giveaway
too
stuff.
much at home now. I do it at home.
I gotta herd my dogs this way.
I heard other people in my lives this way now.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did it on a date and he thought it was adorable. This is ridiculous.
This is what you've
That's a
gifted
bonus
us.
effect from your successful roll.
Amazing.
So yeah, let's do this. Our friends at Dark Horse were awesome enough to give us all these books to give away. Why don't we start with the third prizes? We'll work our way backwards up to the grand prize. So why don't we start first? I'm just going to call these out to Dom. The Beast of Burden Digital Comics bundle, which you get on Dark Horse Digital. That's going to be a code that we'll get you. And the Dragon Age Deception hardcover. That is hardcover, so it's,
So sexy.
nice. Yeah. And Dragon Age, I don't have to tell you what Dragon Age is. I mean, so you can imagine it is a Dragon Age comic. Dom, do we have a winner for that one?
My closing entries then?
Yeah, close entries.
Okay.
Closing entries.
Now closing entries.
Entries are closed.
Hope you got
The
in
way is
there.
shut.
We gave you as much time as we could.
I'll send it to you via the thing. It's gone.
We're gonna get it via the
Raffle successful.
Yes.
Pause up, everybody.
Also,
Pause.
Cinderflame, your reroll will go to the Frozen one shot, just so you know. So the Dragon Age Deception hardcover and the Beast of Burden digital comic book goes to KB Tibbs.
Yay!
Family Finally.
Congrats.
Tibbs.
Damn.
Yay.
Congrats. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Wait, the Dragon Age one?
Yeah, the Dragon Age.
That is amazing. That's perfect.
Great. Raffle successful.
All right.
Yep.
So, the second, third prize, the Beasts of Burden Digital Comics Bundle and Battle Pugs Volume 4.
You gotta see if these people are in.
Oh, we gotta see if these people are in the chat.
We're checking
Oh,
if they're here.
chat.
So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And thank you to the good people at Dark Horse for making this possible. And thank you to Gina DeVivo and,
Gina DeVivo.
and Markia Macari and Raveley Thompson and Sam DeLev for bringing it every week this season. Y'all are just absolutely amazing. Honestly, it's like I am so lucky to get here to play with y'all over and over again.
Are
Still
you
nothing.
lucky,
Yeah,
or
we love you too, right?
do you withstand the puns?
No,
Like you
no.
survive.
Nah, deep down inside, I thrive on the puns.
Swimming.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first on the internet.
What else are we hurting?
I will deny this if ever asked about it again. Oh, okay. So the Battle Pugs Volume 4 and the Beast of Burden Digital Comics Bundle goes to Blue Pez.
Oh,
Congrats.
Raffle
I like
successful.
Pez. Congratulations, Blue Pez. And the next one will be the Beast of Burden Digital Comics Bundle and Battle Pugs Volume 5. Don't worry, 4 and 5 are a fine place to start. They're all good.
This is just fun.
Tension
cats.
rising.
Our friend at Dark Horse is Kara O'Neill. Thank you, Kara, if you were out there for making this possible.
I hope they're in the chat. I think they are. Get in the chat.
All right, still waiting on that here.
Should we do our send-offs and if anyone has announcements till while we're waiting?
Let's hang on to that for a second.
Okay.
Is there anything anybody wants to just talk about? You know, like from a life perspective.
Sure.
I got a new job.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm working at Nickelodeon, y'all.
Yay!
I'm the junior exec in development, which
Oh my
basically means that if you have a new show that you're like, I'm an artist or a writer and I really want to make a show on Nickelodeon, you come to me. So really, I know we have a lot of cool artists out there. So like, holla at your girl.
I have an idea for it's it's
Let's
a space
make it
corgi.
happen.
We'll all stop and pin Rave to the wall to talk to her after the show. All right, so the Beast of Burden Digital Comics Bundle and Battle Pug Volume 5 go to Dice Barista.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Dice Barista.
Raffle successful.
What a great name.
Congratulations, Dice Barista. So, the second prize, which is Beast of Burden Volume 1 Trade Paperback, The Presence of Others, Issues 1 and 2, and the Critical Role Vox Machina Volume 2, Issues 1 and 2 by Jody Hauser.
Comics fan Jody Hauser and Tempting Fate.
Yes, comic book sensation Jody Hauser. Goes to...
Massive.
So, what about you? Any life issues you want to talk about?
Issues?
Yeah, anything going on? Good things, bad things,
Some as big as your head.
conundrums?
No. I started making a bunch more art.
Art?
Mm-hmm.
Art is good.
Yeah, I've been making fun terrariums, like a lot.
I remember when you did a stream of a terrarium.
Yes.
Wait, do you commission those?
I'm currently making them.
Okay.
And if you want that,
I do. I want one for
talk
my
to
new
me.
desk.
Yeah.
I would
I'm getting in the
commission-
rhythm. I'm seeing how fast and how much materials and all that stuff.
Nice.
I would
love
commission a
it.
Gina DeVivo terrarium.
I have a lot of them right now.
Genarium, DeVivarium. No, we'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Names up.
Okay, so the second prize goes to Wizard Critter.
Well, hey.
Perfect.
Wizard Critter, you get the Critical Role issues.
The good one.
Yeah,
You want one.
Jody Hauser one.
The one that
I mean, in the
But
specific
yeah, the one that's
name.
really good for them because they're a
the one
critter.
that seems fitting.
yeah.
Apropos.
And the grand prize, the Beast of Burden Volume 1 and 2 hardcovers, or I think it's one to trade paperback and one's a hardcover. The Wise Dogs and Eldritch Men hardcover, which is sort of like Beast of Burden Part 3. The Modern Fantasy trade paperback, which honestly looks amazing. And the Critical Role Vox Machina Volume 1 trade paperback by Matthew Mercer and Matt Colville. It goes to... What about you, Marquis? Anything? Anything going on?
Yeah. I was apartment shopping for what felt like forever, and I found the place, and it's got the most
Oh my gosh,
gorgeous
you have to
view,
see
and
the
I'm
video of this
so
view.
excited for it.
Awesome.
So excited.
It's important to like where you live.
Yeah, like they're renovating all of the inside, so I'm gonna have like all new everything, and I'm so excited.
I was about to ask you a bunch of personal questions, and I'm
I know, right? The urge. I was about to be like, what part of town? Where's that?
It's in Pennsylvania.
Off stream. It's somewhere in the continental United States of America.
So the grand prize goes to
Grand prize.
Tippy top.
not a machine.
Okay, but who does it go to?
Not a machine. Yeah. Who's on first? Not a machine. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You get the Beast of Burden Volume 1 and 2, the Eldritch Men, the Modern Fantasy, and the Critical Role of Vox Machina Volume 1 trade paperback. Congratulations to all 5 of our winners, KB Tibbs, Dice Barista, Blue Pez, Wizard Critter, Not a Machine. And thank you once again to the people at Dark Horse for making this all possible. It's always so great to be able to close down the season, giving away a bunch of cool stuff to the people along with us. So real quick, let's go around the table and tell the good people where they can find you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ravity Dumpsay, and you can find me at on Twitter at _Ravity. Where else can you find me? I don't know. Find me at Nickelodeon starting next week. Also,
Do not actually go
Don't
to Nickelodeon.
actually-
don't
Please.
actually
Do not listen to
do
her.
not.
Yes.
But we're doing this cool thing called Clear Skies.
What's Clear Skies?
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm playing and then I was like, oh no, Tom Holland shut it down.
Yep. No, I'm
Shut it down.
I am the Benedict Cumberbatch of all spoilers.
Oh my gosh, I love y'all.
Yeah, everyone just, hey,
This came up on Geist too.
Anyway, okay, yeah, Clear Skies. It's where I'm studying Star Trek so much, y'all. It's gonna be so
Yes,
cool.
we figured out a bunch of watch list to send you.
Yes, I got the watch list last night.
There's some
It's
good stuff
very
on
cool.
there. I'm very excited about it.
I'm very excited.
But if you want to know more about that, Clear Skies is coming to Q Times, Queue Times, on Twitch. That's going to be in 2020, starting on January 13th. It includes Rave and me and the luminous Gina DeVivo, and we are very, very excited. Also, coming to Q Times for me in 2020 is Long Beach by Night. We have been renewed for a second season, and there's some cool stuff that's going to be coming about with that I'm very much looking forward to. This is my last live stream of 2019, but if you still need to get some more role playing in your life, and we all know you need more role playing of the luminous Gina DeVivo in your life, check out Plunders and Blunders, releasing every Monday wherever podcasts are distributed.
Nice. Yes, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Markia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. And coming this Tuesday on this channel, Saving Throw Show, there is a Frozen one-off. I am going to be Olaf.
Yes!
I'm so looking forward to it.
Frozen is my
Typecasting.
Yes.
Elsa's
Yeah,
my
I'm
favorite
gonna be
X-Men.
Olaf, and I'll be playing a water genasi monk. So also likes like hugs.
Oh my gosh.
I like warm hugs. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be at 8 p.m. This Tuesday on this channel, and that will be the last live stream I'll be doing for 2019. So I really hope that you join us there. And then also, if you enjoy spoopy horror, my podcast Something Scary is on YouTube at youtube.com/snarled. Every Tuesday we have animated horror series from user submitted horror stories. And I also narrate more stories over on our podcast. So yeah, and you can find that we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're everywhere. Please go ahead and give that a go, and if you like it, let it know in the reviews and everything, because my boss reads those apparently. So yeah, fun stuff. And hey, we're winding it down. 2019.
wild.
On the one hand, goodbye this year. Oh my gosh. Mercury retrograde.
Get in the
year.
garbage!
Get in the garbage. But yeah, I'm gonna miss being able to do this with y'all every Sunday until next season.
Until the next one.
Whatnot.
I've been Gina DeVivo. You can find me at Pocket Gina. My brain broke from Water Genasi Olaf.
Yeah.
So I so happy. This is amazing.
I love it.
As all of the wonderful things, clear skies are coming on the horizon. Plunders and blunders are inevitable. Champions of the earth will always be there to help.
New episode recently dropped,
New
right?
episode recently dropped.
My Twitter
y'all.
exploded about it, so I guess people better check it out.
They better check it out
Check it out.
because there's a lot of amazing things that happen, a lot of amazing people involved.
Are there hormones and or feelings?
There are so many hormones.
Are there also
and,
powers
like,
though? Because I'm into that.
There's like a little bit of powers, but mainly hormones and feelings.
My favorite.
And then a sprinkling, a little salt bay of powers. And yeah, those are all the things.
It's gonna be so good, y'all.
And I never really pitched this, but Kitty Hawk is my Instagram, and that's where I'm probably going to start posting a lot more of my art. It's KITTI Hawk, because Kitty with a Y was taken. Indeed.
Just before I knew you, or we would have gotten that username freed up.
That's how I that's how I knew you first. Maybe, I don't know.
That's how everyone knew me first.
Yeah.
And but that's where I take post pictures of things. If you want to look at that stuff.
Really good pictures.
It's very cute.
I look at them for reference all the time. What?
I'm Rick Budd. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Tempting Fate RPG on Twitter or Instagram. This was my last stream of 2019, unless anything unexpected happens.
It's role-playing games, who knows?
Yeah, who
I
knows?
know.
Yeah, but probably. I will be back, and Tempting Fate will be back in the new year after New Pantheon wraps up its run.
New Pantheon,
Yes, with
demigods, and full-size feelings.
yeah, and
There's a ship, it's real good.
great cast, great people over there.
What kind?
Some of our favorite people. So go check out New Pantheon while we're gone, and we'll be back in some form or another after that. And there might be some other little surprises between now and then, so keep an eye on Tempting Fate Instagram in case any of that, and Twitter in case any of that happens. We'll send announcements. Otherwise, let's see. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. is Matadorks here on Saving Throw. I should throw out thanks to Hero Forge. If you're into minis, check out Hero Forge and Elderwood Academy if you're looking for accessories, and Norse Foundry for dice. And again, thanks to John Harper for letting us use his game every week in, week out on the show after 6 seasons now. I can't believe we've done 6 seasons. It's crazy.
Wow.
What is the Lasers and Feelings movie?
Yeah, what is the Lasers
We
and
have to figure
Feelings
this out
movie?
now.
Yeah,
It's
6
6 seasons.
and a movie.
It's probably
well,
something
that's
with Roger
right.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be real.
I mean, it's got to be a full
Might
multiverse movie.
Oh yeah.
If y'all have any ideas for what a Tempting Fate RPG movie, God help us, would be,
Yeah, tag us in
tweet
it.
at us and at Tempting Fate RPG.
What they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are totally open to stealing your amazing ideas. Yeah, and once again, thank you to our friends at Dark Horse for the giveaway stuff. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you, Brave and Sam and Gina and Markia for the whole season and all of the guest stars that we had.
Thanks, Dom. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Dom. Yeah, and Rick
Yeah.
Bear, who
Thanks,
helped out.
Harold.
Thanks, Rick Bud.
Oh, thank you.
Without whom this would be
Fair.
absolutely impossible.
You're our best buddy.
Best Bud!
You know,
You are
this
a good
means
dog.
Season successful.
All right, that seems like a perfect note to go down on. Thank you all. Have a good one, and thank you for tempting fate with us. See you next season.